Great to be here. What a perfect day for footy. A little bit of slight breeze pushing across the ground, and both sides, it's a big thing. There's no tomorrow after today, so either side have got a lot to play for as well. And Traralgon coming off some great form, and Murray, as we spoke about pre-game, be disappointed with what happened last week. I'm really looking forward to bouncing back, Scud.
Boxer, you've picked Traralgon to win by 8 points on the back of what we spoke about in our pre-game show, but what's the reasoning why you're going to stick with Traralgon?
I just like the way they went about it last week, and we didn't speak about the X Factors last week, and that was Hamilton boys who really stepped up as well. So they've got a lot of good young talent across the board, and they do love to run the ball. So looking forward to see if their pace can actually really worry Murray today.
Thank you very much. Special comments this afternoon is all thanks to Carpet Country. Of course, Carpet Country helped dreams become a reality since 1981. Plenty of people have been dreaming about this guy too since 1981. His name is Adrian Bergiel. He's Mafra royalty, and he's in the commentary box with us this afternoon. Bergs, welcome and good afternoon to you.
Thanks for having me, boys. Looking forward to a really good game of footy here with good conditions.
How good is it? This Mafra home deck, it always looks good. It always plays nice and hard and fast. The green grass cover is awesome. Every blade of grass on this Mafra Showgrounds oval. Where are we going to see some Zambrero goals of the day from this afternoon?
Oh, look, I wouldn't be going too wide with the breeze going across. You'd want to be trying to shoot from the middle as much as you can, but obviously we've spoken about the real talent down forwards for both teams, so it's really going to be interesting to see who can get a hold of their opponents and kick some goals. 24 points you've selected this Moe side. You have a bit of a connection at Moe, spent a couple of years there as well, still know a few of the boys, and inside word, a head or heart type of pick? Look, I think their depth is really strong. I think last week they were really disappointed with their performance, and I just think, look, hopefully they bounce back. There's a bit of a heart there, I suppose, as well, but I actually think they've got some seriously good talent in the midfield and strong all over the ground. It's going to be interesting to see how they go. Great
to have you on board, mate. We really appreciate your time on Sunday afternoon as well, and we look forward to a big game. Paul Carter's the number one stats man in the business, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Don't forget, you can win a weekend getaway thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Head to trfm.com.au and find the win page, or if you are here at Mafra, find the Isuzu D-Max. It's parked out the back just behind the commentary box, and of course you can scan the QR code on the windows there and for your chance to enter and win the wonderful trip, either a weekend away down at Phillip Island or down at Mornington Peninsula. It's your choice. Paul Carter, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Daryl, and gentlemen and listeners, yes. But look, when you're looking at head-to-head form this year between the two teams, it's a little bit difficult because they've had one win each against each other, but those wins were on each other's home ground. So Traralgon beat Moe at Summerton Reserve in the first half of the season. I think it was about 15 points, the margin there. And in the return match, I think it was something around the 20-point mark that Moe came back and beat Traralgon by. So one win each other's home ground, really hard to go. I think we're in for a really close game this afternoon.
Bergs, couple of matchups you told us in the pre-game, especially one in the middle of the ground. It's going to come to fruition, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So Snyder and Brock Smith. Obviously, I think Traralgon's won the toss and kick and left of the commentary box with the breeze, so it's going to be interesting first quarter here, lads.
Yeah, we're going to call that, is it the what end of the ground? We'll call that
Sail end.
I would say the other end is the city end of the ground to the right, and Traralgon will get to the netball courts end of the ground. Everyone knows where the netball courts are, of course. We'll keep you up to date with those scores as it progresses. Starting in the middle of the ground is the two ruckmen in Jacobson and Prowse. We'll do the ruck duties there, and that will be Chris Prowse, of course. While in the middle for the Lions, Baldy and D'Angelo will go head-to-head as the two ruckmen will get this first semi-final underway. Prowse will tap it down, straight down Baldy's throat, who gives a quick handball back to his ruckman in Prowse. Inside forward 50 to the brother. Couldn't quite mark it. Ground level Balfour was there. Here's Jacko McMahon for the Maroons. Gives it to D'Angelo. Back now to Lopez. His right foot kick out of defensive 50 with the breeze. Gets over the top of Hamilton's head. It's going to drift towards the famous Gumtree. And over for a boundary throw in Bergs.
That ball just goes to that Gumtree. It's like a magnet. But look, interesting start. Great clearance for a start.
And we've got a boundary throw in at that Gumtree side of the ground as well. Matchups have gone as expected by Berg, so maybe that role might be yours in the near future. Ball comes back in. Prowse and Jacobson. Jacobson takes a tap. Handball off there by Schneider. His handball didn't really hit anybody in effect there either. And Baldy comes in. He's wrapped up by Schneider. And we've got a ball up on the wing here at the Mafra Rec Reserve. Umpire quickly throws it up and straight away Jacobson gets a tap. Gets the ball down, picked off there by Danaher. His handball really went to nobody. The ball comes out in dispute. Dylan Lopez goes in really hard as well.
Free kick.
Yep, and probably a little bit too hard and gives away a free kick. And that'll end up with young Harry Sim. Quick handball off. He gets his handball inside there too. Could have been nearly a free kick then too. to Jackson McMahon as well, but he's picked it off, and it's a good little mark. Collison, he marks, kicks and plays on immediately and goes through to Thomas McMahon.
Yeah, so McMahon has it on his defensive 50. No score in the opening minute and a half of play. And it's been on the far side of the grounds here at Maffra. Big fly from Schilling at the wing area. Couldn't complete the mark. Front and square there was Dunbar. Little dribbler kick towards half forward. Front spot is Josh Hamilton. Out the back is Biffin. Tried to give a quick handball back inboard. Danaher was there. Gave it to Smith. He can get it out wide. And in the end...
Where does it go?
Out of bounds on the full. And it's right in front of the gum tree. Noticed anything early, Adrian?
Declan Kelty's definitely gone to Brett Eddy at fullback there, boys.
There we go.
Interesting match up there.
Inboard kick from Snyder. Found Mark Collison, one of the veterans of this Maroon side. Goes short again to Ty Hourigan, who's rolled down from half back. There's still a long way out from goal. This one will go inside 50 from Hourigan in the Eddy direction and Kelty, but coming through to help nicely is Mulqueen. And he takes the mark in the defensive back pocket. Short he goes to Biffin.
There was a nice little kick then too inside the Biffin. Just got held up a little bit then by Snyder. He finds a little chip kick and finds Ben Danaher. He's made a lot of ground there too. He just quickly brings it inboard, finds the captain, and Jacob Wood. Just on the half back line, comes the ball, brings the ball back inside, finds Mulqueen, who's had a big long dash inside, gives it off to Riley Bordy, off to his brother Trent. Trent gets the handball over top to his brother Riley again. Kicks it inside 50, looking for Harry Pepper, who's on with Scoldies. Great little effort there by Scoldies, who was able to spoil, get the ball to ground, and the ball will go into dispute right inside 50 there for Moe.
Yeah, very good start there by Scoldies. He actually got in front of Harry Pepper there and got the ball to ground, so great spot there.
Still no score. Opening quarter of the first semi-final. Great to have your company on Sunday afternoon football. Prowse taps it down. Collison out the back, though, will kick around his body. Standing in the way is Trent Baldy. Strong mark as Hamilton closed quickly. Baldy looks up. Pepper will lead, but the poor kick. There's lots of Traralgon numbers back. And Snyder takes the defensive mark. Midfielders getting back, Bergs, was a good sign for the Maroons.
Yeah, good start there, but obviously they got clogged up the forward line there, so very hard to hit a target.
So Hourigan got it out to the run of McMahon on the far side of the ground. Out there was twisting and turning as Harvey Oakleus back into the side. Gives a handball to Billy Schilling. Inboard they go to Marsh under pressure. And quickly the umpire says holding the ball. And the free kick on the far side of the ground will go to Scotty Van Dyke.
It's a great tackle there by Van Dyke. They've really come with the pressure as well, Murray. So both sides really not getting too far, playing between both arcs. The kick inside might have actually played for a bit of a free kick then too. And it looks like it could be
Brock Smith.
Yeah, Brock Smith. Smith goes in ball. Just a big hope and kick. Looking for Gowers. He's got the real run on it too. It was 3 or 4 back. But it's been taken. The mark's been taken. And it's one of the Prouses. I think it's Nick as well. And it definitely was. It was a great contested mark. The ball held up. It didn't allow Gowers to run onto it. And Prowse absolutely got in front there and took a great grab.
Yeah, the ball definitely held up there, boys. So obviously the long high kick in the forward, and Prowse obviously found his way to the front there and took a nice contested mark.
He's going to challenge these defenders here for Traralgon as well, especially with his height when they both rest there too, and then you've got Gowers as well. Be a tough kick here. We've seen not many goals being kicked from this end of the ground over the last 2 games here. So comes on in, head over the ball, kicks. Oh, the kick's really skewy. He's gone, kicked it to the right. And it's the first score of the afternoon here. And it goes to Moe. It's only 1 single point on the Virtue Home scoreboard.
So Jacko McMahon out of full back. Kicks towards Snyder. Short kick. Mark was okay. Wants to play on, gives a handball back now to McMahon. Kicks down the line. The 2 ruckmen will go out over the back. Ty Hourigan mark and will play on quickly. Take an inboard kick to Billy Schilling. On the wing, open space. The Oakleys is all on his own. Does it get there? Biffin comes off his man, wins the footy, did well. He handballs over the top now to Maslin. The run from Van Dyke, a little fumble. Coughed up the footy. Dunbar over to Neocleus. Under pressure handball looking for Hamilton. That's Josh. Riley Bordy will come in and win it with just one hand and all class. And will handle over the top now. Moe on the counter-attack. Sim gave it to Maslin. Maslin's kick's a beauty. It found Trent. That's Trent Baldy. He goes in the Pepper direction. Scolter's in the front spot. Shoved out of the way. Play on, said the umpire. Pepper gathers it. Gives it back to Billy Gowers. The afterburners go on and the left foot kick goes high towards Wood. Can't complete the mark. He had a good piece of that too. Now he becomes the tackler. Will cause the stoppage 15 metres out from goal. Good build-up both ways.
It was a great play then too by Scolties. He's managed to get his hand both times on the ball when he seemed like he was out of play. Umpire balls it up right directly in front of the Maui goals. Handball's picked off there. McMahon is actually Membry. Kicks the ball out of his defensive area, looking for Schilling, who's been good early. He just managed to win the ball off Renitz. Ball comes to ground. He's tackled. There's a great little tackle there too. That was Mole Queen as well. Actually, it was Seppi. And Seppi gives the ball back to the umpire as well. So we've got the ball just on the half-forward line there for the Maui side. Tap in there by Jacobson. Picked off there by Riley Baldy. Seppi wheels around on his left foot, gets it inside 50. Leland Lopez is there with Prowse. Wins the ball through. Picked up there by Halliburton. His kick inside.
Good kick.
He's out into Ambler. Ambler's kick wasn't great. Under pressure as well. Handball comes inside to Van Dyke. His handball goes over the top, looking for and finding Harry Sim, who's picked it up on the hop. But it's a great tackle. Fantastic tackle. I can't pick up who the Traralgon player was who tackled then, but it was a great stop there as well.
So Moe at the half-back line have cut him off 3 or 4 times here, boys. Traralgon have come through and got to half-forward, but have been cut off by Moe 3 or 4 times now.
Hourigan was that tackler there you're looking for, Boxer, as Marsh gets it. This time drives it long with the wind, over the back. Renitz and Schilling. Renitz taps it towards the boundary line. He'll happy to see it go over, and he'll wait for his troops to come down and have a boundary throw in. Bergs, just with that, it's nice and open in that area, but obviously the Maui defenders just reading a little bit better than the half forwards.
Looks like Traralgon are rolling up a little bit, and it's just getting outnumbered down at half back.
All right, just got to hold their positioning a little bit better down there. So we've got a boundary throw, no score. 7 3/4 minutes gone into the first quarter for Virtue Homes. Neocleus gave it back to D'Angelo into an open forward line. Here's Eddie. It bounced at the toes. Kelty will close. Eddie slips over. Gets a handball away to Josh Hamilton. Inboard handball's a beauty. And Neocleus will go bang. And right on cue. It took 8 minutes to get the first, but Harvey Neocleus gets the first for the Maroons with the wind.
Yeah, that's the first time they actually got it deep inside 50, boys. And obviously Eddie on the lead. Got around Kelty. Nice little couple of handballs. Run from behind from Neocleus and a great finish.
And on the Virtue Home scoreboard, Traralgon take the lead at the 8-minute mark of this first quarter. They are 1 goal straight 6, leading Murray Hill 1 behind 1 point.
Yeah, it was a great build-up then by Traralgon as well. Just their wave of running through. They managed to have the numbers there and full support too when Eddie hit the ground. So it was a great little finish there as well. So the ball finds itself back into the middle of the ground. First goal then to Traralgon. They really worked hard for it, but there was a great little build-up there as well.
8 minutes though, Boxer, but it
took a little while.
Got us going.
We've seen a lot of low-scoring games as well.
Ball.
Jacobson and Prowse has tapped down to Blazer. Blazer's quick little kick out, shoveling kick. No one into really particular, but Baldy just followed up beautifully out of the middle of the ground. His handball was cut off there by Jackson McMahon. We have a ball up, centre half forward for the Maui side. It's a great little build-up then by Baldy. His pace off the back. He left D'Angelo wanting.
Half forward flank. Early goes Jacobson, tapped down by Prowse though. It's crisp variety, and we'll have another stoppage. 55 metres out from goal for the Maui Lions. We do think that Traralgon are kicking with about a 1 or 2 goal breeze. This one tapped down. Brock Smith couldn't gather it. Now Blazer off the back of the pack, gives it to Maslin. He'll boot it back inside forward 50. Membry in the front spot, gets out to the back. Chris Prowse is there. Head over the footy, quickly tackled by Hourigan. Ball comes to ground, and the umpire, quick on the whistle, will ball it up.
We're pretty quick on the whistle then, Scott. We've seen that right throughout the first 10 minutes of this quarter. Jacobson, Prowse. Jacobson, big tap, trying to get it out of his defensive area. Picked off there by Blazer. He's kicking inside and finds the other Prowse. And I think it's the Nick variety there as well. And he marks hard into a pocket.
James Blazer started on the bench, boys. Has come on and just started on now. He's had 3 touches in the first probably minute and a half he's been on the ground.
Seems to be just out of that sort of 2 metre sort of radius of the contest. He's on the next level, which has been very good because Jacobson likes to clear that area.
So Prowse. He's deep in the pocket here as well. Win in his back as well. So it'd have to be right goalpost for me.
This will be a contender, Box.
It'll be coming through. He's put his body behind it again, but again, finds another point.
No,
he hasn't actually even scored. And it's out of bounds on the full. So not a disappointing kick there by Prowse. It's 2 kicks now we've seen that haven't gone his way, and he'd be pretty disappointed with that.
Tough pocket, Bergs, that one.
Yeah, look, obviously with the breeze pushing across the goals there, boys, nearly impossible to kick the goal from there. Nearly to be millimetre perfect.
Yep. So Jacko McMahon has it. He wants the switch. Rolls across the goal line and kicks it high towards Jacobson, who can fly but can't quite get it. And Connor Little, well, he marked the footy, but the umpire said it was touched, I think, by Jacobson in the end. And after that, we've got a stoppage. 60 metres out now from Mowie's goal, who are yet to score. Sorry, they do have one behind. No. Yeah, they do. Very early in the game. So they do trail by 5. Tate Marsh wins it out there back. Gives it towards Neocleus. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. And we'll have a boundary throw in far side of the ground here at the Maffra Showgrounds. As we said, great to have your company on Gippsland Live on TRFM this afternoon. All thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Morrow will do the ruck duties. Tapped it down. And quickly again wrapped up Neocleus and Seppi.
It's been a good inclusion to you already, Neocleus as well. They might go at it. Jacobson gets the tap down. No, just really wrapped up there as well quickly was Maslin from Moe. We've got ourselves another ball up, far side of the ground here at Maffra Rec Reserve. Umpire quickly balls it up. It was Morrow who gets the tap down to Jacobson. He's actually his opponent. Handball off there to McMahon. McMahon's quick handball out to D'Angelo. D'Angelo's kick looking for Josh Hamilton, who couldn't mark. Wasn't a great kick coming in. He's wrapped up then too then by Scotty Van Dyke. It was a great tackle. He's held the ball up nearly for a potential run on then too by Traralgon. It was a great effort. They had the real roll on there as well. So far wing here. Morrow and Jacobson. Jacobson actually was Hamilton who got the tap out over to McMahon. McMahon's tackled us actually Collison. Collison on the far side. Maybe I need to use those binoculars.
You might have to. Berg's real stalemate, isn't it, at the moment? Finding each other out.
Yeah, look, the midfield is they're going 50-50 here at the moment. Is that through the clearances? Like obviously Murray on top early, but Traralgon have hit back.
Well, quick kick from Tommy Hamilton out of that stoppage, but it's a 2-on-1. A big shove in the back by Billy Schilling.
He didn't hide that well, did he?
The extension of the arms gave it away.
Even the players on the boundary line are laughing at that one.
Yep. So the free kick will go to Mulqueen at half-back. He gets called to play on, has to go back down to where the crowd is, and it might just get towards Membry. And he just was all on his own, was able to read it and take the uncontested mark in the end. So he's at half-back for the Maroons. They lead it by 5 points. Kicking with the breeze, though. 1 or 2 goals, nothing major. Although in saying that, it just starts to pick up back towards the gum tree here at Maffra. Schilling was out the back. And there will be a free kick going Billy Schilling's way.
He's been good early, Scud. Schilling, he's been presented well too.
He kicks in towards Eddie and Kelty. Eddie will fly and put one hand up. Kelty will close and cause the errant mark, and we'll get a boundary thrown. But it is at the right into the ground for the Maroons.
Charlie Renitz is on Schilling at the moment, boys. Probably needs to tighten up.
Just got a bit of pace on him too, Schilling as well. So he actually gets good breakaway from Renitz too.
Ball comes back in and misses the both ruckman. Although you can't do that, Mark Collison, I don't think. He took it on the full. Colo said, I forgot that rule. As the free kick, now it shouldn't go to Blazer because he wasn't the ruckman. And Blazer is going to take it. But anyway, Blazer will kick it out wide towards the run on the outer side there. On that occasion is Haywood back into this side for the Lions. And again, we'll have a boundary throw in. And as I can just commentate on the far side, I can just smell a little bit of food that sort of comes in. And Sammy's back again from the Maffra community here. He does a wonderful job looking after us in the commentary box. First quarter action, 14 minutes gone. 5 points is the margin. Boxer won't be calling because he's hoeing into a bit of seafood.
No, I'm calling. Don't worry, Scud. It's just the biggest seafood platter you've ever seen in your life.
Well,
thank you very much, ladies. And Sam.
And Sam. Don't worry about Sam. Don't forget about Sam.
It's Morrow and Hamilton. Morrow gets the ball down, flicks the ball off to Van Dyke. Oh, actually, it was Brock Smith who gets a quick kick out. There's for the Traralgon side is their captain, Dylan Lopez, handball to Hourigan. His long kick looking inside. Really no one in particular.
Yeah, Van Dyke.
Scotty Van Dyke read the play beautifully. It's marked deep inside Murray's back line. His quick little kick finds Mulqueen. Mulqueen looks up. He's looking for a shorter option. He down and he finds it. It's Riley Baldy again. Riley Baldy comes outside laterally this time, looking for his brother.
Right on Marsh.
It's one of those things they must have done when they were little kids.
Oh!
It was a nearly great little hit there too by Marsh into Kilty. Kilty runs on, and it's Biffin. Biffin takes a kick, long kick, looking inside for Gowers. He's well met by Little. His handball inside finds D'Angelo, who's wrapped up. The umpire's been pretty quick with the whistle. Not this time. We've got a stoppage right in front of the commentary box in the interchange area here. We've been playing 15 minutes here in that first quarter.
So right in front of us, 5 points of margin. Ball hits the deck. They learnt from the previous one. Kick was smothered. Hamilton will kick around his body high with the wind. It might just carry. Van Dyke's in the good spot. Geez, a good defender. Rolls back. Takes the mark on his chest in the end. No doubt, I reckon you'll see him in a team of the year in a couple of weeks' time when they announce that. Kicks down the line. Hamilton's been good. And Tom Hamilton Gets another Jukes and he gets him up, takes the mark, goes towards Schilling at the back. Josh Hamilton couldn't quite mark it. He twists, he gets back on the right hands, give it an Ambler to Snyder, who falls down and then kicks over the shoulder just in hope. Working hard is Jacobson, but no, he's got all the numbers. And Declan Kilty, well, he's kicked though, comes off the side of the boot. It's going to work out for Jordan Seppi. And his Lions teammate left foot kick is to nobody out there. And he finds the boundary line, and it is deliberate, and it's a good call.
Yeah, totally agree. He was not kicking anyone there, boys. Went over the top of his teammate and straight out of bounds.
And no one in particular to kick to then. I think it's Kimberley who's got the free kick here for Traralgon.
Tom McMahon.
Was it Tom McMahon? Look very similar. Tom McMahon brings it inside, looking for Eddie. Schilling's at the back there as well. 3 deep. And Captain Kilty nearly marked it himself. But the ball's played on. The kick in front of goals in a dangerous area by Mole Queen. Was beautifully read then by young Josh Hamilton. And he intercepted the mark. 15 metres directly in front.
Very, very dangerous kick into the breeze, boys. Obviously, look, the switch was on, but very dangerous kick.
The breeze is right in your face, coming across goals. It's a dangerous spot as well.
These hurt. Turnovers inside 50.
He'll be ruining this one as well. So Hamilton coming in for his first of the afternoon. Looks over the ball beautifully off the foot. And he's just picked it. He's pulled it right.
They're the ones we spoke about, boys.
He's pulled it right.
Kick those goals from in the middle. It's going to be a hard-scoring game to kick goals. You need to kick those.
Yeah.
And the Virtue Home scoreboard sees a 1-goal lead to Traralgon at this stage. They are 1-1-7, leading Mo 1 behind 1 point. We've played 17 and a half minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, the ones on the boundary lines you might sort of forgive, but those ones directly in front must take advantage. Van Dyke plays on, gets it close, and then Tommy Hamilton again. And they're called a shepherd. So the shepherding against Connor Little will go Billy Gower's way. Traralgon fans don't like it. Gowers kicks down the wing area. Going back with a flight is Dunbar. And into the breeze, it just sat up nicely for him. Traralgon just starting to now play it in their half of the footbar for the ground. Kicks towards Josh Hamilton, couldn't mark. Kick around the body there was from Pratt. And in the front spot was Connor Little. He's got a little bit of work around the ears as well on that occasion from Matthew Hayward as he gets called to play on now. Does Connor Little high kick. Eddie might be the target. 1 on 3 is Eddie. Surely they've got Traralgon numbers at ground level. Kimberley's one of those. Tries to get a handle out to Collison and Blazer, and the two veterans battle at it. They won't take a backward step. They know each other from about 15 years that they've been playing against each other.
Just that big bomb into their forward line. The big bomb into forward line is just not going to work. They've got to lower the eyes there.
Yeah, 1 on 3 doesn't work. And we've got a free kick at half back.
And what they've done too is they zone off as well, Murray, so they're prepared to go 3-on-1 against Eddie, relying on Kelty just to win the ball. Morrow brings the ball out laterally to Biffin. He marks. He's got a lot to go to as well, so it's stop-start there for Murray. Seppi finds himself high up the ground. He goes back in board to Van Dyke just to square it up a little bit more. We've got a player in trouble on the far side as well. We'll keep an eye on that one. 2 Bergs as well to Blazer. He leads. He marks in the middle of the ground in front of Hurrigan. He rolls around on his right foot, gets the ball inside 50. Not a great kick either. Looking for Pepper. He was able to nudge Scoldy's off the ball. Pepper follows his kick up as well, the error up as well. But the umpire's found it. No, he hasn't found a free kick. He said we'll ball it up just inside Murray's forward 50. It was not a great kick there by Blaze. He'd be ruining that kick coming in. Morrow takes the ball out of the ruck, handballs it. Collison looked like he was rough out. So the umpire's called holding the ball. And play on an advantage, Collison. Long kick inside again. There's that long bomb that hasn't been working for Traralgon either. And I think it was very similar to how Melbourne played their game Thursday night against Collingwood.
Yeah,
they were prepared just to bomb the ball in to no one in particular.
Need to be lowering the eyes there, boys, and actually with these breeze, use it, lower the eyes, hit some targets and get a scoreboard pressher.
It was interesting. The player you were looking at before with the injury, he was actually having a chat to the runner and was in a good position for the switch.
But he looked like he was on wobbly legs.
Ball comes back in. Collison shuffles it out the back to Kimberley. He quickly got tackled and called the throw. And Jacob Wood has it. He wants to quickly play on, but he missed it by hand. Blazer was there though to help out. Little chip kick over the top from Gowers finds a Baldy. And that's Trent Variety, right on the wing here, kicking into the breeze. Kicks towards half forward, sitting underneath this, so it's 2 on 1, I should say. And Hurrigan takes the mark. Inboard kick to McMahon's good. Now they need to switch quickly. McMahon's got one on, and that is Huey Dunbar. He's got grass in front of him, and he wants to take it. And he does just that. Kicks to half forward. Neoklis has found space. Open forward line. He's just got to get it to Jacobson. He's all on his own. He doesn't quite get there at the toes of Eddie. It eventually gets to the back there where Josh Hamilton is. Does he get one over the shoulder? And the umpire said no.
That's better ball movement, boys. Obviously lowered the eyes, hit the target, bloke on the run, and now inside 50.
Couldn't quite find Jacobson, who was on his own for a while, Boxer.
He couldn't either. Morrow gets tapped down to Schneider, who picked it off really well. Left foot kick inside the goal square where Schilling is there one-on-one with Renitz. Ball comes to ground. Hitting the ground there was Kimberley as well, the front of the pack. But he's wrapped up there by 3 Maui defenders. And we've got a ball up right in the goal square here for Traralgon. A really, really dangerous spot here for the Lions. Ball comes to ground. Morrow gets the tap out there to Seppi. Seppi to Van Dyke. Van Dyke's real long bomb outside of the danger area. Wasn't really marked by anybody there as well. And it's Balfour with Jacobs. And Jacobs wins that battle and forces a stoppage here. Right on the 50-metre line here. Right in front of the commentary position here, Scud.
Yep, it's what Traralgon wanted to start like, but you just want to get a little bit of reward for effort. As the advantage is paid from the stoppage, Collison goes long to Eddie. Kelty with a big fist. And again, it's another one of those 55-metre kicks. It's a bomb to the top of the square. Kelty just loves those.
He won't be getting beaten too many times with those kicks, boys.
No. And with the breeze, too, it's sometimes we're kicking with the breeze. Let's just hope, kick and hope.
Put it out in front.
Absolutely. Boundary throwing, 22 minutes gone. They lead by 6, Traralgon. They've had all the play, kicking with a little bit of a breeze. Comes to a dangerous spot. Schilling couldn't take it with a quick snap by. It was Snyder. Hamilton takes it, got wrapped up quickly by a Kelty tackle.
And just because he does not get that separation either, is he, Eddie? So he needs to get that separation so he's got that clear run at it as well.
7 of the last 8 inside 50s to Traralgon.
No one takes it out of the ruck again. At pace there was Snyder. Quick one by Jacobson. Kick was smothered. Working hard was Declan at ground level. He tries to stand up again, does the big ruckman. Somehow tries to bust his way through. He couldn't do so. We'll do it again.
He's bringing that form from last week, Scud. Jacobson, he was really good last week. He was our player of the day last week, and he's really started well.
Big moments for the Moore Bowling Club right here. Can the Maroons get one late in the quarter? There's a free kick being paid, and right on cue, there's your big moment. All thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. The new convention reception centre is now complete. It's a stunning 300-seat function room. Traralgon got the free kick in front of goal. It goes to Brett Eddy. Did you see anything there, Bergs?
It was in the ruck contest. Very hard to see, but obviously the umpire was in a good position.
Yep.
It looked like he was dragged down as well, so that might have been the right call.
So Eddie from about 25 puts it on its way and puts it into the netball court as well. They get their second, and they've started the way they wanted to.
As they said, Paul, 7 out of the last inside 50s, and look, Traralgon have been right on top of this 3/4 of this quarter so far.
And that takes Traralgon to a 2-goal lead at the 24-minute mark of the first quarter. On the Virtue Home scoreboard, the Maroons 2-1-13, leading Murray 1 behind 1 point.
It's just those opportunities, Scud. You've got to take them every time you can get them inside. And someone like Eddie's not going to miss those sort of opportunities either. So they'll be ruining one of those couple of misses they've had early. If they can get the next one again, I think a 3-goal turnaround in this first quarter, which is starting to be getting deep, could be a good result for Traralgon.
Well, they do need another one because Bergs thinks that it's about a 2-goal breeze. That's where you're going with, Adrian?
Spot on.
All right, and they currently have got the 2 they're after. So if they can win the quarter with a third, they'll take that into quarter time. But Danaher says, no, I'm going to kick it out of the centre clearance here to the half-forward line. And coming out to meet it quickly was Membry. Had to put the tackle on strong on, was it Hayward in the end? And might have been Jacob Balfour it was. So we're going to ball up. 55 metres out from Moe's goal. They'd love one into the breeze. Front spot there is Jacobson. Tap down. It gets out to the back. Trent Baldy gave a quick handball out the back to Brock Smith. The old 1-2 still in the hands of Smith. Gives it back now to Pratt, who drives it inside forward 50. Gowers, Prowse in the front spot. He got chopped over the shoulder, and Prowse will win the free kick. He had a shot from exactly the same spot about 10 minutes ago. And Nick will have a shot from 45 metres out. This time, can he correct his errant kick earlier, Box?
Yeah, he needs to just go back a bit further now, and he's doing that as we speak. I just found himself a little bit too close, and he just looked a little bit off balance now. With the breeze the way it is, you probably just want a little bit more power behind the kick. And that is what he's done now. He finds himself probably 20 metres off the mark. Still seems a little bit slow coming in, but we'll see what he can do with it now. He really needs his confidence booster, and the Lions definitely do need one. It's a much better kick as well. And there's the first of the afternoon for the Moe Lions. 25 minutes being played in this first quarter.
So every time Moe's gone forward, Nick Prowse has led up and been in front. And look, he looks very dangerous with his height there, boys. So Traralgon might need a bit of a change up there. He looks very dangerous.
And that lead for Traralgon back to 6 points on the Virtue Home scoreboard. We've played 26 minutes into the first quarter, and it's 2-1-13 to Traralgon and Moe 1-1-7.
Bergs, you're exactly right. This is the what do you do, the old ducks and drakes type of thing. Ty Hourigan they want not on one of those key forwards, but at some stage they're going to have to go, well, maybe we just do that. At the moment, Ty Hourigan's he's the loose man at the moment, and Moe are happy to play Scott Van Dyke as their loose. So interesting. Who will break first from the stoppage? Ambler Hamble over the top. Now McMahon has it. Kicks it high, inside forward 50 with a wobbling torpedo. No one can mark. Big Pack was there. Shilling at ground level was good. Flicked it to D'Angelo. He tried to get it to Neocleus. Open handball to some open space. Out there is duck in the shoulder. Was McMahon, and he's won himself the free kick. Too far out to score. Want to come to this near side. To the fat side he goes. Baldy, though, read it perfect off the boot. Dropped the mark, though. Good work by Tripodi. Handballs back to Snyder. Snyder's kick was high. In a bit of hope, Eddie will fly. And guess what? Declan Kelty spoiled it. Went straight down Tate Marsh's throat. And he's pushed it across the face of goal and through for a minor score.
Great spot by Tate Marsh there, front and square. Great punch by Kelty, but he was in a great spot to have a shot on goal.
Traralgon 2-2-14, leading Moe 1-1-7. Virtue Home scoreboard, 27-minute mark first quarter.
Van Dyke for Moe. Dying minutes of this last quarter, if we're a first quarter, whether we're going to get close to Siren now or not. He weighs up his options. He's going to go short. No, he's just changed his mind. He's played on. Gowes is calling for it long, but he goes inside the Biffin. His kick wasn't great. A really unforced error then too by Biffin. And they've got themselves a ball up just inside Bergs. Not the great kick you want this late in the quarter.
Scotty Van Dyke, normally very good with his skills. Just missed one there.
Yep.
So it is still inside there. Forward 50 for the Maroons. A late goal would be crucial for them right now to go into quarter time. It's Prowse, his tap over the back, picked off there by Schneider. He tackles Danaher, and he's called it. Well, she's called it. Holding the ball.
Schneider was good then, wasn't he?
Very good.
Pace.
He met it with pace.
Attack it at pace. Didn't get the footy, but then, of course, put the tackle on as well. So a great effort by Tommy Schneider. This is what they want.
He'd know he'd be pretty deep into this quarter now as well.
Josh Hamilton had a shot from exactly the same spot a few moments ago and missed. This one must go through.
Has to. Now Schneider. A much-needed goal here for Traralgon. Comes in, puts the ball on its foot, and again, he pulls it left. And another point there for the Maroons. Not what they needed.
8-point lead to Traralgon on the Virtue Home scoreboard. 2-3-15 to Moe 1-1-7. We're now coming up to the 29-minute mark of the first quarter.
Van Dyke's kick in this time found Seppi. Gave it a little bit more air as well. Maybe a little bit too much. Seppi plays on. He loves the raking left foot kick, and that goes down the line, but in the right spot was Hourigan. They're holding strong at the moment, the Traralgon defence. Sold some candy, got around Wood, drives it back inside forward 50. Eddie's in the front spot. Kelty will spoil. Again, we put it on repeat. Danaher in the front spot. Siren sounds, which ends the first quarter for Virtue Homes here at the Maffra Showgrounds. And Traralgon, they started well. It's what they wanted to do. 2-3-15, leading Moe 1-1-7 at quarter time. It is Gippsland Live, right here on TRFM of the first semi-final of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
Moe's 10, but more significantly, Traralgon had 11 of the last 13 inside 50s of that quarter. They won the clearances also, Traralgon, 11-9, but Moe won the centre clearances 3-1. Free kicks are 8-7 at this stage. The ruckman, we see 8 hit-outs apiece to Ben Morrow and Max Jacobson. Main stat winners for Moe, Scott Van Dyke on 10, 6 each to James Blazer and Riley Baldy, and 5 to Trent Baldy. For Traralgon, 9 to Jackson McMahon, 8 to Tom Schneider, 7 to Mark Collison, 6 to Ty Hourigan, 5 to Tom Hamilton.
There he is, Paul Carter, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Don't forget, win a weekend getaway thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Head to trfm.com.au for more information, or if you are at the ground, find our Gippsland Isuzu Ute behind the commentary box here at Mafra and scan the QR code for your chance to win. That's on the Princess Highway in Traralgon. You can test drive one of these Gippsland Isuzu Utes today as well. Of course, Adrian Berg-Eels with us, all thanks to Carpet Country. What'd you make of that first quarter, Bergs?
Yeah, look, obviously Moe went with a defensive back line from forward back, so looks like Traralgon have tried it, but Moe have pushed all their boys forward, so it's 7-on-7 down there.
Just a couple of quick updates for you around the grounds, all thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture in C-grade netball. Again, let you know, Bairnsdale have defeated Druin 40 goals to 39. Oof. So the Redlegs there getting up by 1 goal in that C-grade game. In B-grade netball, which has also completed, Leongatha 48 defeated Moe 46, as the second quarter for the Moe Racing Club is underway.
And we get through. Hamilton's gone into the ruck there. No one got the tap out as well. Baldy gets the ball as well. And his opponent, who's been playing him pretty tight, wraps him up. And we've got another ball up. Dead smack in the middle here at Mafra Rec Reserve, where we see a 8-point lead to Traralgon. Moe have got the scoring end as well. So it's Morrow and Hamilton. Hamilton gets the ball down. Ball comes down again. It's in dispute. Collison's there. Wrapped up there by Brock Smith. And we're going to get another ball up. Our second one or third one. Within a couple of little yards there as well. Umpire gets it going quickly. Hamilton gets a tap down. There was Ambler. There it was there for, sorry, it's D'Angelo. And they both come to ground again. We've got another ball up. So really stagnant already early. Start of this second quarter. Umpire gets it going. Hamilton, Morrow. Morrow gets the ball down. D'Angelo picks off the ball. Actually, it was Trapodi. His handball to Kimberley. And he finds himself wrapped up. The umpire said, I'm going to pay holding the ball. Now, unlucky there, Kimberley. Picked off there by Trent Baldy. He brings the ball out wide looking for Blazer. His kick goes over Blazer's head, but he's got enough time to pick it up, look around, actually do a little pirouette. He just winds back the clock. His ball comes inside 50 looking for Gowers. He overruns the ball. All the defenders actually overrun the ball. Trapodi there. It was actually Lopez there for Traralgon. He wins the ball and causes a stoppage just inside his defensive 50.
Looks like they're rolling them all behind the ball, boys, trying to bowl it up.
Well, lots of numbers around this contest as well. Morrow in the front spot. They let it bounce and then attacked it with Schneider. Quick kick from Connor Little goes straight towards the boundary line, but Jacob Wood was able to get there and take the mark. Prowse wants it in the goal square on his head. They're all calling for it. In the front spot there was Mulqueen, who wants it to the shallow pocket.
Gowers wants it.
Just takes his time. Woody just goes, wait a sec, I might be a chance from 55. He gets to about 50 in the end, starts at left, and expectations, ambitions, all mixed up. Out of bounds on the full, no score to open up this second quarter. For the Moe Racing Club, don't forget, Moe Cup Day, Friday the 20th of October. Marquee tickets on sale now from $140. Across the face of goal, Snyder goes. Wasn't 15, play on, said the umpire. So Dylan Lopez has to come back to the near side. Connor Little comes in from the side. Play on, didn't get enough of the mark. D'Angelo squeezes a handball out now to McMahon, who's off and running. Kicks along the line. And 2-on-1. And the two Moe Lions defenders will work that out. Redditz and Declan Kelty takes the intercept mark. On the wing, drives it back to the top of the 50. Gowers might fly and can't quite complete it. Hamilton in the front spot. Got quickly wrapped up as well. And we'll have a stoppage top of the 50. What did Traralgon do in this quarter, Bergs, just to hold on to this 8-point lead, or do they attack?
I'd definitely roll on balls, players behind the ball here.
And what might get a little bit scrappy then. It might be congested footy. Might not be pretty.
We've seen a lot of stoppages already early in this quarter. Scud 2. It's another ball up there. Hamilton gets a tap over the top. Connor Little probably could have got a free kick then too for holding. And he did. It was the unofficiating umpire deep in the back pocket who's found the free kick, and it'll go to Connor Little, who was dragged off the ball there by Jacob Wood.
Good spot,
went
box.
to free kick. So Little kicks down the line. His kick was partially smothered as well. The mark was nearly was taken, but it wasn't paved there with Biffin. Ball over the top. The Hourigan, he flies. It was Ambler. Gets the ball out to Scolties, to Jackson McMahon, to Schneider.
Well worked.
Schneider's kick comes out to the far wing looking for Eddie. He's got 5 to beat. Scotty Van Dyke picks a handball off there too. Brock Smith's got a little bit of work to do to pick it up. It's actually Hayward. Hayward there, got the ball well. Kicked it off to Sim. Sim's handball over the top to Scotty Van Dyke. Another handball. They're overdoing the handball here. A little bit, the Lions. Gets the ball back to Harry Sim. His kick's smothered. So great pressure then by the Maroons, whose kick looked a little bit deliberate, but it's not going to make the boundary line when Morrow's got time to pick up. Gets his handball inside to Blazer. His handball goes to Biffin. Biffin looks up, kicks the ball on the top of the square, looking for Prowse, who's takes 2 grabs.
Wow.
There's a great little build-up there. They worked hard to get it back inside 50, the Lions. But once they did, this guy's been on fire this afternoon already, but his kicking shoes aren't on either, are they, Bergs?
James Blazer through the midfield there, boys. Got the opponent to come to and give the handball beautifully to Biffin and straight to the top of the square.
You've mentioned it a couple of times, though, Bergs. Prowse, every time.
Yeah, it looks dangerous.
Just, they want Hourigan to be the loose, and they're just not going to pull the trigger, the Traralgon coaching staff.
So Prowse comes in, head over the ball. This time, he makes no mistake. And Moe get the first goal of the second quarter, and we've been playing nearly 5 minutes, Bergs.
Yeah, look, obviously, with Traralgon trying to roll blokes behind the ball, they're kicking the ball long. Kelty's getting in behind it, and they've got numbers forward of the ball, so they look very dangerous here, the way they're going to try and move the ball.
On the Murray Racing Club scoreboard, the margin is 2 points in Traralgon's favour.
We've got a whistle.
Happening.
Against Billy Gowers, I think.
Yeah.
I've been watching this as well. They've been getting into Gowers down here in their defensive 50, the Maroons, and this time he just reacted when he shouldn't have.
All right, so the ruckman will get the free kick in the middle of the ground, and he quickly handballs off to Connor Little. They're kicking into the breeze. It just holds up, but it gets out wide. Josh Hamilton takes the mark out there. The Maroons lead by 2. Lowers the eyes, but drills it straight down James Blazer's throat for the Moe side. He goes out wide, can find Seppi. He went laterally, and Moe are just happy to hold on to this one. The long left foot from Seppi to Prowse. Now Hourigan with a big spoil. So has the move been made, Bergs?
Yeah, it looks like he has. Obviously, he looks very dangerous there, Prowse, so Hourigan's gone back onto him.
The best defender's got to go to one of the key forwards. Connor Little and Billy Gowers continue to slap each other's hands. We've got a boundary throw in. 6 minutes into the second quarter. It's the first semi-final at Maffra. The loser goes home. Moe and Traralgon. At the moment, it's a 2-point lead to the Maroons. Jacobson out of the ruck. Gave it to D'Angelo. Blazer with a little hand in. Caused the turnover. Seppi will kick around his body on his own McMahon. And Tommy can take the chest mark at half back. Now, they've got to run it out of here. They've got lots of numbers up around the footy. So they've got to go short or run it out. And he decides to go long and high. And this will be turned over. And it will be. The free kick will go Moe's way. Riley Baldy is the one. He's on the far side of the ground. He looks up. He wants to come to the near side. Van Dyke will open up with a little bit of space. It sits for him nicely. He looks up. He delivers nicely to Balfour, although it just carried with the breeze. Billy Gowers comes out to meet it. Picks it up off his shoelace. Gave a handball to Pepper. Took on the tackler. Around one. Handball to Blazer. And Blazer flying shot at goal. Hourigan goes back and takes the mark. Injured player down.
Billy Gowers have to give the handball, boys. It's been on the deck for probably the last 10 seconds.
Well, let's keep an eye on that one right in front of us. Traralgon staff go to him and then they run away.
Looks okay.
Back up. Look at a boundary throw in far side of the ground. Here's Nick Lachino on TRFM. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
Yeah, Scott, Ruckman at it. Morrow and Jacobson. Ball's going to hold up in the wind there as well, so really advantage the Maroons, but no one really got the tap out. D'Angelo played for a free kick in the back.
Got it.
And he's got it. So he's in his defensive 50. It's a really dangerous spot. Gets the quick handball off to Jacko McMahon. His little chip kick out looking for Schilling, and Hamilton wasn't great. And it's headed over to where? To the old gum tree. So that ball magnet of a tree keeps finding our space over there, but it is where that wind's really pushing. So a lot of our play is on that far side of the ground. Gower seems to be okay at the moment too. So Jacobson, Morrow. No one really got the tap out again. Baldy at the back, picked up there by Collison. His handball to Tripodi, or Neoculus, I should say.
Good tackle.
He was wrapped up hard too, and he was let known about it as well.
Yeah,
and that
Hayward.
was young Hayward as well. So he's got a little mongrel about him too, young Hayward. This remonstrates there from Hamilton, but nothing really in it. The umpire says, I'll ball it up. Half forward line for the Lions. Ball in the air. This time it's Jacobson tries to clear the area. Seppi's little kick didn't go the 15. Ball comes to ground, picked up there by Hamilton. His handball out there to Neoculus, to Amble, I should say, to Kimberley. His kick to really no particular. It was a bit of a wrestle out there. It was a little bit like WWE on the far wing, but Hamilton picks up the free kick. And the Maui players can't believe it, but was probably right on the money there by the umpire too. His kick quick into Schilling was
kick.
marked at his knees. And the Maroons just want to hold the play up here, slow it down. Schilling turns on his right, looking for Eddie, who's one-on-one there with Kilty. It's a great little contest we've got out there this afternoon. They're between two brilliant players of the Gippsland League. The ball goes out of bounds. Forward pocket for the Maroons, scoreboard side of the ground at the Maffra Rec Reserve.
So Brett Eddie's the only one inside 50 that whole start of this quarter here, boys. So obviously that to slow the play down, let their players run forward, and then obviously try and get inside 50.
Well, we've got a free kick being paid here, guys, too, because Eddie has the free kick. Hard up on the boundary line, kicking into the breeze. We talk about the other side being impossible. How's this one?
Look, the breeze will push it in. If you can put it right-hand goalpost and push it in, it's going to be into the breeze, but definitely gettable from that side.
Was that another deliberate out, was it?
Not sure what it was in the end. Looked to be deliberate. So Eddie will come in. We'll start on the right goalpost, although the breeze will put it to the top of the square. Ball in dispute. Schilling was there. So is Maslin. Tries to work in a tight spot and does neat because he gives a handball off to Scotty Van Dyke, who just blazes it on the outer side. It goes all of 70 metres, that kick. Hourigan's back there on his own. Comes back onto the right foot, lowers the eyes, and will turn it over. As Seppi takes the mark and quickly they play on the Lions. Handball to Van Dyke, into Pepper. Now Sim has it. Gives one to Brock Smith, who gets it back to Sim. A little chip kick to Maslin. The runner's through the middle of the grounds. Pepper, he gets on the end of this. One bounce. Tries to get around Snyder. Gives a handball to Balfour. His handball goes backwards, who missed the target from Haywood. Little chip kick. This finds Maslin, not 15. Play on to the umpire. The handball forward. Balfour, look out. Crunch coming the other way was Ambler. And the whistle's gone. Play on advantage. In it goes inside forward 50. The forward stop, except for Billy Gowers. They asked for the advantage. Why was it paid? Everybody stopped. It continued on, minor score.
Not sure what was a free kick. It looked like just a bump on the ball when the guy was going for it. So I think everyone sort of stopped. I was a bit unsure what was happening.
Umpires called too high. That's what the free kick was initially paid for, but the advantage was really no advantage to any player as well.
1 point the difference, 2-2-14 Murray, 2-3-15 Traralgon, Murray Racing Club scoreboard 11-minute mark.
Oh, Memory's kick was, he played on from full back. His kick was smothered there by Gowers, who just let him know how good his kick was because it's still stuck in their defensive 50. So there's a fair bit of niggle happening down forward here too, especially with Gowers.
Plays on the edge, doesn't he?
He does. Hamilton and Prowse. Hamilton just picks it out of the ruck. He could have got a knee in the head. The umpire says, yep, he was.
He's been good, Hamilton, Tom.
He's been fantastic. As soon as they put him into the ruck, and he's just got a rare talent, this young fella here as well. In his game last week, he's flowed on that form to this week as well. But this is a difficult part here for the Maroons. He's getting it out of their defensive 50. Just a long kick and hope. He's got looking for Jacobson, comes over the back. Schneider's handball. Eddie, he finds himself right up on the half-back line here for the Maroons. The umpire's paid. It's on the full. Could have been downfield. Eddie seemed to be put down after he kicked the ball. So it's with Van Dyke now on Murray.
1 point margin. Traralgon still lead it.
Van Dyke goes in board to Biffin. Squares the ball up just on the wing here. Biffin calls for a player forward. He does, and he finds one. And it looks like it is Renitz. So it's Renitz from Murray. Just outside, he's about 60 metres out, drives the ball long, looking for Prowse and Gowers. Great punch there by Hourigan. Picked off there by Harry Sim, who was met by a bucket load of Traralgon defenders. And it's another stoppage inside 50.
That long bomb inside 50, boys. Hourigan will smash that all day, exactly like Kelty.
Yep.
He loves it there too.
And as we said earlier, the move has changed. Over the top there was Hamilton. At pace was Danaher for a Zambrero contender, but he's pushed it across the face. And that would have been something special. We've got a boundary throw in.
It's just like the Hourigan-Kilty show, isn't it, really? They're both playing between both of those at the minute.
12 and a half minutes gone into the second quarter for the Maui Racing Club. And don't miss the Maui Cup Day on the 20th of October. It's a 1 point margin from the stoppage. Dunbar's not going anywhere. And we've got a free kick from the non-officiating umpire again. Just set over the shoulder against Jacob Wood. So Huey Dunbar in his defensive 50. This is an important kick. You've got to hit a target coming out. And he gets towards Josh Hamilton and he can mark. And that's a good kick. A good outlet kick. They want to continue on the far side of the ground. As Josh puts it high towards the wing area. One-on-one in the front spot. Jacobson over the shoulder. They get another free kick. Advantage will be paid. On the end of this is Tripodi. Kicks to open space. Ambler, but going back with a flight. Nicely done.
Biffin.
On the backside there was Brock Smith. They come back inboard to Blazer, now to Danaher. Sweeps a handball to Van Dyke at half-back. This is where the Lions can build to Trent Baldy. Delivers to Prowse. His defender slipped over. He takes the marks. He gives a handball off the Jacob Wood. Left footer from 50 metres. Top of the square. Pepper will fly. Can't mark it. Big spoil. Pratt will be at ground level. Snyder closes quickly. Pratt give a handball to Sim, and Sim coughs it back up. Hourigan said, I'll take it. Gives it straight back to Pratt. Kicks into the goal square. Jacob Belfer can take the mark. Some might say luck's a fortune. Others will say well planned. Jacob Wood will have a shot. The man on the marks on the point of the square, 2 metres out from goal. Slide angle to get the Lions in front. For the first time, runs around on the left and slams it home. Jacob Belfer takes that one every day of the week and gets his first of the afternoon, and more importantly, the Lions are in front now, Bergs.
So it's the ball movement from half-back, boys. It's that bomb from Traralgon. They're getting cut off at half-back. Moe are just running off there. They've got great numbers. They've lowered their eyes. They've hit some targets, ran the ball, and a nice little finish inside 50.
And Moe regained the lead for the first time since the early part of the first quarter, where they got the first behind, and they are 5 points in front on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard, 3-2-20 to Traralgon 2-3-15.
It might be a case now, though, Bergs, too, where Traralgon have to really do slow play coming out of the back 50 just to keep possession. I know it's sort of, might play into Moe's hands, but they need to keep possession right now because the turnovers are hurting them.
Well, their numbers are behind the ball, so they've really got to probably look for their numbers and find the kicks rather than the long bombs. It's just not working.
Yeah, they've got the last 3 goals of the game too, Moe, so starting to work into it nicely. Prowse will do the ruck duties. Chris up against Tommy Hamilton. As we said, Moe are kicking with a little bit of a breeze. Tommy Hamilton with a big fist out, clears that congested area. Running onto it, though, is Riley Baldy. Hamble over the top to Brock Smith. The delivery was towards Sim, couldn't complete the mark. Ambler was back there to rove it, and nicely done. He finds his target in Collison. Gives it off to Tripodi. Handball back towards Ambler. They're on the far side of the ground. Marsh has it on the wing. Kicks high around the body. This will be set up for someone coming the other direction with a Moe defender. And that defender is Maslin. Takes the mark at half-back and will switch it towards Haywood.
Haywood marks. He quickly plays on, looking for Riley Baldy. His kick was good out to space, and a great chest mark there. Plays on immediately. Gives it to Wood. Takes one bounce. Goes around. Slowly goes around. Kicks the ball inside 50. But Scolty finds himself in front. Drops what he should have taken. I think he thought he had more time than what he did. Sim picks up the ball, quickly snaps, and it's a goal there to the Lions. A few errors then too made as well. And that is a contender for the Zambero goal of the day to Harry Sim.
Once again, boys, that turnover at half-back. Moe obviously low on their eyes. Great kick out here to Baldy. Handball to Wood. And, I don't know what Harry Pepper was doing there, because it was a nice kick to 25 metres out. He was caught behind. Obviously, Traralgon spilt the mark there, and a great little finish by Harry Sim.
Moe move now to an 11-point lead at the 16-minute mark of the second quarter. The Moe Racing Club scoreboard has the Lions at 4-2-26, Traralgon 2-3-15.
Is it a voice behind the play that just Scolties just didn't know what was happening behind him?
It's that one with the wind too, like you're a defender, you're attacking, you come out and all of a sudden it just gets on you really quickly and you panic and take the 2 grabs at it and can't complete it. Can they get something going, the Maroons, from the middle? But no. Yes, they get the free kick. Snyder will be the one in the middle of the ground. Looks up, should get the switch to McMahon. They'll do that now. He can get the overlap if he wants, but didn't quite. He does in the end, gets the running handball towards Halliburton. Right foot kick in towards Jacobson territory. It gets out the back. Declan Kelty will read that every day of the week. Take the mark and then switch it out wide to Maslin, who can handle over the top. Moe's run from the half-back line's been good. Finds a target in Prowse. Chris Marks at half-back flank will drive it towards half-forward and find the gum tree. Out of bounds on the full. It nearly got stuck in the tree.
I feel like a broken record here, boys. That long bomb into Traralgon's forward line. Obviously, Kelty rolling back and just reads it so well.
Yep. The inboard kick from the Maroons found Tom McMahon. 17 and 3/4 minutes gone in the second quarter. It's a Moe Racing Club second quarter. The Maroons trail by 11 after leading at quarter time by 8. Kicks down the line again. Can't complete the mark. D'Angelo was front and square. Nicely done by Collison to get it back to D'Angelo again. Sweeps a handle out wide to Marsh, who can run. Left foot upside down kick will be picked off by Scotty Van Dyke.
Yeah, they've been picked off all afternoon at the moment across their half-back line, especially from Scotty Van Dyke and Brock Smith. Van Dyke's handball over the top. He gets it back with the old 1-2. Goes out there to Maslin. He's wrapped up. Gets a quick handball out there again. to Haywood, but then it was picked off there by Marsh. Marsh is to Schilling. Schilling's quick kick inside, looking for Eddie. Kick wasn't great, but Eddie managed to get the second bounce off to D'Angelo, who's kicked to the top of the goal square, but it's all Murray. And it was there by Trent Baldy. Trent Baldy comes out wide and found Danaher. Danaher takes a bounce. He's got plenty of time to assess the situation. His little kick goes inside to Harry Sim, who marks. He holds up the play a little bit too. Just hold that little run off there from Traralgon. He pushes the ball out wide. He switches the play. Goes out far wide to Biffin. Biffin's got time to play on one bounce.
Maslin's on.
Takes 2 bounces nearly. And it wasn't a great kick, but the kick actually found Maslin, who's been on his own for a little while, do his long bomb looking for Gowers, who'd be pretty frustrated right now because the ball, the way it's coming in, and it was 2-on-1, made set up there for Membry and for Hourigan to cut off. It
looks very frustrated there, Billy Gowers. They just can't get the ball to him on a lead-up, so Traralgon defending well there.
20 minutes gone. 11 points is the margin. Ball back into the field of play. Running onto this, tried to be Riley Baldy, left it behind. D'Angelo gave it to Snyder. Right foot kick, exiting out at E50. Missed everyone. And the ball takes it out of bounds on the full.
I don't know what Snyder's numbers are this quarter, Paul.
4 kicks and a handball.
Okay, looks like they had more than that, didn't it? So he looks like he's been busy.
It's all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. That kick goes short to Blazer. And Blazer will just backpedal, just take a little bit of time to assess. He goes short. And we've got a free kick. Now I heard a whistle and I turn around, there's a Traralgon player down.
Billy Gowers.
Billy Gowers has given something away, and young Connor Little, well, the free kick will be up the ground. A couple of them go to Gowers, but the free kick in the end will be out to Collison. He goes laterally to Marsh. No remonstration at all with Gowers at all yet. So Marsh now plays on. He's at the defensive 50, will kick to the wing, holds up in the breeze, gets to the back. Out there is Josh Hamilton, open space. He kicks towards Eddie. Kelty will close and spoil. Front and square there was Ambler trying to get through. Nice little handle over the top from Josh Hamilton to Brett Eddy from 45 metres out. And Brett Eddy into the breeze against the trend. Has got a first goal for the Maroons in the second quarter, and they're back in it.
That's actually the first time Eddie's led up, and they've actually looked to hit him on a target. Got a few numbers there around the contest. Got out the back, and what a great finish from 45.
And brings Murray's lead back to 5 points. We've played 21 minutes into the second quarter. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard has Murray at 4-2-26. Traralgon now up to 3-3-21.
Gowes has come off the ground as well, and he had a few words to say to Brooks, the runner of Murray as well. Maybe he wasn't too keen to come off, but maybe it was just a ploy there by Murray just to keep him cool.
I don't think they'd be happy with that, the coaching committee.
No.
Giving away free kicks.
No, you're about to go inside forward 50. Yep. They eventually take the other end of the ground and get a goal. So, yep, absolutely.
It's Jacobson and Morrow. Jacobson gets the tap down, picked off there by Blazer. He could have been taken high, gets a little quick kick away. Then it's kick off the ground then by Maslin. Gains a lot of yardage then too, but picked off then by Dunbar. His handball out wide goes to Tate Marsh. Marsh on his left foot, looking for Schilling, who actually led up very well but couldn't mark. Followed up then well by Kimberley. He's tackled hard, but the Oculus, the umpire's played advantage. Gets the ball inside 50. Kelty just read that beautifully, cut it off. Plays on immediately to Seppi. Seppi takes one bounce. He's on his preferred foot here now. His left foot kick, a nice little kick looking inside from Mulqueen. He could have been held. The umpire said no. Play on there, Connor Little, under pressure. Fumbles the ball out, which has created a stoppage here. And it's a dangerous spot then too, top of the 50.
How good's Declan Kelty being down back, boys?
Yeah, very good. I mean, Eddie's kicked 2, and 2 good ones as well. And you wouldn't think that either, would you?
Just been a concern for Huey Dunbar too. I just kept an eye on him. He was down for a while. He's got up and ran towards half back and stumbled his way through there. I think the trainers need to get out there and have a bit of an assess to him.
They do. Big kick there by Josh Hamilton. He's going to follow his kick, but he might have been held when he was trying to follow his kick, or was it held? It was paid against him. And it's going to go to Jacob Wood, captain of Maui.
Dunbar's coming off, boys.
And he is. He called it, Scud.
Yeah,
Cunico's okay.
Well, he just ran straight to Cunico as well, the runner of it's Jacob Cunico, and he comes off. I don't think he's in a really good way at all.
Wood comes out wide, finds Maslin. So we'll keep an eye on that one, Bergs. Maslin, he looks in deep. There's no Gowers, so this time it's Prowse. Prowse's lead was good. Punch was even better than by Hourigan. Ball comes to ground. Mulqueen, Scolty's there from Traralgon. He's been tackled without the ball. Picked up there by Ambler. His kick wasn't great. It was his kick wasn't great by Ambler. And it's on the full. Quickly played on there by Blazer. and he kicks it inside, finding Ben Danaher, who's right on the line of 50, who I would reckon, with his kick, is a big chance here, Bergs.
With the breeze too.
Yeah, raking left foot.
Big left foot
across, so he's got to be left-hand goalpost, I would have thought.
And in a position like this too, Bergs, you'll probably find that he'll run around and try and get that little bit more yardage as well.
Win should get it.
So Blazer, the kick in from Blazer, he's been everywhere this afternoon already. It's Danaher for Moe, right on the 50. He'll kick it right on 50. He hasn't arced around, he's kept his line as well. Block comes in from Seppi. The umpire's paid a Shepherd off the ball.
Oh, they'll bring it back.
Yep.
So here's another kick as well, and Seppi's been told to clear the area.
Are they giving the free kick? Can he?
No, he has to retake the kick again. So it probably wasn't a good ploy then by Seppi. And hang on.
It's not a free kick.
She's paid a free as a Shepherd off the ball. When the ball's within 5 metres, it's not a free kick.
They take the free kick. They get it towards the boundary in front of us. And they're still asking the question, is Danaher...
I think she got that one wrong.
Yeah, it might have been a wrong one.
Just get out, clear it out.
She has been good all day, actually.
Absolutely.
They've been very good with it, but that one might have been just a bit of an error. 24 and a half minutes gone. It's a 5-point margin in favour of Moe. Comes to ground level. Danaher will get it again. Handle out the back now to Biffin. Little chip kick over the tops to Baldy. And that's Riley. Will swing around. Right foot kick to the pocket. Pepper's there. Going back is Prowse. And nicely done, Ty Hurrigan. Takes the defensive mark. At both ends of the ground, these two absolute stars of our competition. Hurrigan's one of them, Kilty's the other one. The kick comes out, top of the defensive 50 for the Maroons, and Tripodi's wrapped up, and we'll have a ball up.
It's that long bomb, boys, that the Hurrigan or the Kelties just read so well.
They're loving it.
So ball up. Deep in the second quarter for the Moe Racing Club here. Working hard is Jacobson. Gives a little shuffle handball out to D'Angelo. Doesn't go far enough, though. Biffin will belt it back inside forward 50. Back with a flight with a bit of courage is Tate Marsh. And they've got the switch on. Hangs in the air just a little while. Seppi will close. Nicely read, though, by Kimberley. Handballs to the Oakleys. Look out. Pepper's coming. Pepper's got ya. He slings him to the ground. Causes the turnover. Baldy will give it back to Pepper, who bounced up after the tackle. Right foot delivery. Got Prowse. Had the set. Took the grab. Over the top of the short Jacko McMahon, the mismatch. Well done, Harry Pepper.
That's great chase down, boys. Forward pressure. You, as a coach, you just love the pressure, and that was Harry Pepper. What was beautifully done. Got it back inside 50.
Nick Prowse directly in front, closing in on half-time. He's got two. He's been the difference. He will come in from 20 metres out, pretty much directly in front, kicking towards the netball court to the ground, and puts it through the middle. Prowse has got three, and they extend the margin out to double digits.
Yeah, as I said there, boys, full pressure. Harry Pepper hasn't had a great day so far, but to put some pressure on and actually create a turnover, get the ball back and hit a beautiful target inside 50.
Moe's lead back out to 11 points at the 26-minute mark of the second quarter. The Moe Racing Club scoreboard has the Lions 5-2-32, leading Traralgon 3-3-21.
Don't forget, Moe Cup Day is Friday the 20th of October. Marquee packages are now on sale for the Moe Cup from $140 per person. It is, of course, the day you do not want to miss. It is the Gippsland's biggest race day, of course, Moe Cup Day.
Yeah, Traralgon now, they face a little bit of a challenge here too, team, and 11-point leaders now, Moe. We've been playing 27 minutes now. We're deep into the second quarter, close to half-time. They've really got to make sure they can negate now, hold off, and see if they can actually score on the rebound here as well. So it's Jacobson and Morrow in the middle. It's been a great tussle between Riley and D'Angelo as well. I think Riley might have the cards there at the minute too. So Jacobson gets the tap down. He follows up his own tap. Handball comes out to Baldy. He's got a little bit of time then too. Comes back, finds Brock Smith. His kick outside. Looking for Blazer. Didn't get there too. Neoclis overrun the ball as well. He's met there by Trent Baldy. He wraps him up. The umpire says, I'll ball it up. Deep in the second quarter here at Maffra Rec Reserve, and it is Moe by 11 points. Who have kicked the last... Well, they kicked the last four, have they, now? So, right, actually, yep.
Eddie got one in between.
In between as well. So the ball comes out. Tripodi couldn't meet it. Goes over the top. Great punch in there by Neoclis, who got hurt on the way down as well. Van Dyke punches it out of his danger spot. Picked up there by Riley Baldy. His handball's not great to his brother, but he's good enough and calm enough to get the ball out on his left foot. Both players there for Jacko McMahon and Seppi both couldn't mark. Picked up there by Tate Marsh. Handball comes at the back to Ambler. Ambler's kick out wide to no one again in particular. And guess who he finds? Scotty Van Dyke. So this is where they're really falling down now. Traralgon has crossed their half-forward line. The idea was right.
Just kicking without looking. It's the panic kick at the moment, and they need to have a little bit of composure about him.
Van Dyke's 20 disposals.
Inboard kick. Finds Seppi. The left footer. On half-time, with the wind, he's not going to kick it 100 metres, so he just handballs it to no one. And there it is, the half-time siren. Well, they trailed by 8 points at quarter-time, did the Lions, but all of a sudden, they now lead it by 11. They've kicked 4 goals to 1 in the quarter, and they lead 5-2-32. The Lions leading Traralgon 3-3-21. It's Gippsland live on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. Right here on your Sunday afternoons. Great to have your company wherever you might be. And it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland. Yeah, well, the third quarter is underway already. We haven't missed too much. There was a free kick in the middle of the ground, and D'Angelo gave it to Snyder, who goes inside forward 50. No one can mark. This will be a good start. Schilling kicks over his shoulder. Which way does it bounce? The wrong way. And to open up inside 30 seconds, we have a minus score on the board for McDonald's.
And it's a 10-point lead to Moe, and it is 5-2-32 Moe, leading Traralgon now 3-4-22.
This is a big quarter for the Maroons, kicking with the breeze. They'll need to find their noses in front, you think, at three-quarter time. The kick out from Moe is a big pack forms, and Gower's landed on the top of Tommy Hamilton's head. And he'll take a little while to get up. He does have a hard head, though. He's a Hamilton after all. A boundary throw-in occurs. 55 metres out from the Maroons' goal. They trail by 10 points. They've got the early point. Hamilton's recovered, takes the ruck duty. Prowse with a beautiful tap down to Danaher. Now Seppi has it. Handball to Wood. He's got some open space inside. He'll kick it. No, he won't. He'll handball in the end to Seppi. He takes a bounce and then leaves the footy behind. Jacko McMahon jumps on top of it. Tried to win a free kick, couldn't do so. And in the end, a good result for the Maroons. They get the stoppage on the outer wing.
Far side of the wing here. The ball up wasn't very good by the umpires. Picked off there by Danaher. His handball goes out to Seppi. He's wrapped up straight away. His kick actually goes against him. Then picked up there by Danaher. Handball to Sim. His little banana kick around the corner to no one in particular. Biffin was there for Moe. He couldn't mark. Picked up there by Ambler. His handball inside to McMahon. This is to Collison. Collison, he couldn't pick it up. It must be pretty hot out there at the minute because a lot of players are fumbling. Prowse, handballs into Riley Bordy, into Harry Sim with an absolute lightning kick into Gowers. And his kick just didn't find Gowers. He's gone down. Looked like he'd done a bit more than what he has.
He's just on his haunches too, box of it.
He might have just twisted that ankle a little bit from here. You know how I can pick those injuries pretty well.
Yeah.
That's right in front of the old scoreboard and the new scoreboard as well. Umpire throws it back in. Prowse, his taps beautifully. They're looking for Bordy, but his opponent, D'Angelo, picks it off, and we've got another stoppage.
Anything early, Bergs?
Still going. D'Angelo's still going with Baldy there, boys, in the midfield.
So D'Angelo tried to win that one again, but this time he wins the free kick over the shoulder from Danaher. So
I just reckon that breeze has picked up too, Scud. You can just see some of those flags are really pushing down this other end.
Well, it'll be all about the important marks. Can they use the footy? And they again turn it over on the wing area. The long kicks aren't working for the Maroons. They need to change it up. D'Angelo gets another chance at the defensive 50. To Snyder, who will just blaze and high kick. And this suits the Moe defenders down to a T. Although the bounce just didn't quite work for them on this occasion. They get the free kick to the Maroons. They're going to go short to Eddie. It lands there. Does find him on the chest, but he drops the mark. Usually we'll wrap those ones up. Now he's in a little bit of a fight to win the contested footy. And in the end, we're going to stoppage at half-forward flank.
That's a better kick, boys, out in front of Eddie. Obviously should have marked it, but that's a good start from them.
As we heard from Paul Carter, that second quarter, the Lions were able to hold on to it, lower the eyes and hit the targets, take their marks. Jacobson shoves the opponent out in the ruck duties, then gives the handball to him. And now we'll have another stoppage on the half-forward flank for the Maroons. They trail by 10 points. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM, all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Prowse and Jacobson squirts out the back, where quickly wrapped up was Trent Baldy. And we'll have another stoppage. Boxer, you have a go. I can't clear the area.
That's okay, mate. The umpires are really working the biceps out today because we've had a lot of stoppages as well. Prowse with Jacobson. Jacobson looking for Neoculus. He couldn't pick it off. Riley Bordy can, though. Gets a handball out to Seppi. He picks it off beautifully, but intercepted by Scholes from Traralgon. It was great play then, too, because Moe were away. And Skolty's intercepted then as well.
That was nearly a la Braden Maynard sort of style, jumping up and...
At least he moved out of the way and didn't connect with the player.
Well...
We have another ball up. Hamilton over the back. He's tapped down in the Oculus. He tackles Trent Baldy by the look of it. Or one of the Baldies, maybe. That's Maslin. Get it right, Nico? Nearly there. So we're nearly there.
They're good friends.
You know, they're all mates. Another ball up. It's Prowse and Hamilton. Prowse gets a tap down. His taps have been beautiful. Picked off by Gowers. His kick didn't go too far. Riley Bordy's there to mop up. Handball out the back. Finds Brock Smith. His handball inside was beautiful to Harry Sim. And another great handball to Prowse, who finds himself running like a big camel. Gets the ball inside of Wood. Wood, his little chip kick. He might even find Prowse again. He covers the ground well. But it's going to be intercepted there by Marsh. Marsh on the far wing here. Goes and kicks it long again. Again, no one in particular. And the easy intercept mark there by Seppi of Moe stops another inside entry there for the Maroons.
Van Dyke has it. I can tell you what Berg Hill's about to say, Bergs. You've said it about 100 times. They're not listening to you.
It's got to be part of the game plan, surely. They're just not along, but they've just got to get some guys in position to actually give a contest.
A kick from Moe go down the line out of bounds. We'll continue on that. Maybe
his head's gone that red. I think it's going to explode.
Why? Because
we keep saying it down the line.
You might just stick your head out the window and tell the coaching staff to lower the eyes for the Maroons. I think Jumbo's just sort of indicating that at the moment. And if they can hear us, lower the eyes, Traralgon. I don't want to. The boundary throw-in happens. Half-forward flank for the Lions side. We've got another stoppage. 5.5 minutes in with the breeze. No score No goals to score of at this stage. It is only 1 point. And that went Traralgon's way in the opening 30 seconds. Tap down there. Blazer from the stoppage. Got a handball away somehow. Gets to the back where Seppi kicked out of mid-air there by Harvey Neocleus. Blazer does well. He's had a good game this afternoon for Gippsland Ozuzu Ute. To Danaher. Out to Seppi. Left foot kick. Top of the 50 it goes. Spoiled by Marsh. Coming to meet it there was Biffin. Handballs to open space. Sim with the over-the-shoulder no-look handball. Didn't come off on this occasion. Jumping on it there was D'Angelo. And Baldy will jump on top of him. And Pratt's there as well, and we'll have a ball up.
Just looks like Moe are outnumbering Traralgon around the ball at the moment here, lads. They're getting their hands on it and they've got players everywhere.
Got to start working harder. Ball up. Prowse with a big fist away. Clears the area. McMahon will run onto this one. And then as he's falling to the ground, gets boot to ball, finds the boundary line just, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Surprised the umpire didn't call it for deliberate. Oh, have they?
It's out on the full.
They have. Oh, it's on the full.
Out of bounds on the full.
Yep, so the boundary did call out of bounds and then obviously changed their mind with Seppi on the far wing. He's had a little bit of already. He plays on immediately, uses a good bit of pace, drives the ball inside 50, looking for Prowse. He got in the air there, but beautifully sport there by Hourigan. Ball comes to ground, big tackle then. Huge tackle. I can't pick up who it is. It is Tyler Pratt for Moe. He landed a great tackle there as well. Umpire plays on immediately with the ball. Prowse gets the tap down. Again, tackle there by Pratt. The ball's still not going anywhere. Wood tries to bullock his way through. The umpire says, I'll ball it up again. Yeah, but that made much yardage then too, but geez, there was some really rip-snorting tackles in that one as well. Umpire again, Prowse and Hamilton. Hamilton's got the tap then too. Quickly kicked away then by D'Angelo, really to nobody again. Jacobson there, bounces over his head. Schilling finds the ball, handballs it inside, finds D'Angelo. His handball goes to nobody in particular. The umpire was lucky enough then too. The Schneiders picked up a free kick. It was infringed then by Blazer, who shown a real lot today too. Was it Evergreen? Do we call him Evergreen?
Yeah, rookie.
Rookie. He's really wound the clock back today, really has, and he's led from the front there too. While Schneider's trying to
can't get his boot on.
Trying to get his boot on.
Where you're going heading to be reincarnated to, I think.
He's just been born again.
Snyder across half back. Maroons trail by 10 points. A high kick to half forward. 3 or 4 Moe defenders. It gets out the back.
Let me out the window.
Queen will handle across now to Danaher, who goes forward by hands to Trent Baldy. Inboard kick to Blazer. Couldn't complete the mark. Strong enough through the tackles. Then lost the footy. Play on to the umpire. Can the Maroons get something from this one? Schneider gives it to Neocleus. He gets around a Rennett's tackle. Has a bounce. Goes to 55. Lowers the eyes to Josh Hamilton. That's better. That's what you want, Adrian Bergiel. We've been calling for it all afternoon, and it took a bit of class from Harvey Neocleus.
It just changes the game, boys. When you lower the eyes, put it out in front of a teammate, they can lead onto it. It's good, great movement there.
Now, this is the hard part. Josh Hamilton must convert. He's had a shot much easier than this one in the first quarter it was. He must put this through. It's a left to right kick. We'll need to start it at the left goal post. Josh Hamilton gets underneath it, starts it to the left point post, and it stays there. But Brett Eddy just shoved Declan Kelty out of the way. To be fair, the umpire wasn't in the position to call it, so he didn't. And he called the mark. Now Brett Eddy will run around like the professional footballers do. He's on the tightest of angles, but only 15 metres out. Eddy's got 2. He side trails by 10, runs around and puts it through for a Zambrero goal of the day contender. And Brett Eddy's got 3 and the Maroons are alive.
That's better ball movement, boys. Lower the eyes, run the ball inside 50 and give your teammates an opportunity to mark the ball and have a shot on goal.
Margin back to 4 points in Moe's favour at the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard has Moe 5-2-32, which they were at half-time. Traralgon now 4-4-28.
That's called a professional forward mark, Scud. If the umpire don't see it, I ain't paying it. So
you know where the umpire is.
Yeah, correct, you do. Yep. You just know. It's just good presence of mind, though, too, by Eddie as well. He just had the hands just slip underneath his lower back and got enough push away to get the mark. So, well done.
Contender for the Zambrero goal of the day, don't forget. Craving a burst of flavour, look no further. The new toaster burrito. at Zambrero, Traralgon, and also the new store down in Warragul. Ball back to the middle box.
Jacobson and Prowse. Jacobson didn't read it very well. Prowse got the tap down to Schneider. His handball, Ambler, taps it to D'Angelo. This is a good build-up here now already by Traralgon. Hamilton's there. He reaches out those long arms, picks it off,
well done.
Shrugs him off like a rag dog, gets the ball inside 50. Mulqueen's there. Hamilton follows up his handball again. And well done, young Hamilton. It was great play. Just that extension of arms. He's got beautiful hands.
Good leap.
And he's got a great leap as well. So he managed to be in all that play as well. It's him and Prowse again. Prowse gets the tap down to Mulqueen. His handball over the top to Riley Ball. He didn't find him. Ambler's there for Traralgon. Gets the handball back to Thomas McMahon. His ball just kicks it inside and hopes it's going to be made here for Kilty. And he marks in front of Schilling. And another intercept mark there to the coach of Moe. Quickly plays on to Biffin. They're still inside the defensive 50 as well. He pushes back, a short kick looking for Brock Smith. Wasn't a great kick. Both Traralgon players have run into each other. Both are hurt at the moment. But it is a free kick at the moment to Brock Smith. His kick comes out to Balfour. He comes a little chinny, whack to his nose.
It's McMahon and Tom Hamilton that are
both
down.
Both are down. Pepper, he's marked, he plays on. They've taken advantage of the two players down here. Moe, it's a bit of a wrestle with Gowers and Little. Come in to help them with Scolties. His punch hasn't found the boundary line. And now they have found the safety of the boundary line. And it'll be a throw-in. We'll call it the grandstand side of the Maffra ground here as well.
Both Traralgon players okay, although Tom Hamilton does come to the bench just to get things checked out. 12 minutes gone. The end of the third quarter for McDonald's. There's a 1 in 4 chance to win with Monopoly game now at Macca's. Full terms visit mcdonalds.com.au. Ball comes back in. Prowse was in the ruck duties with Jacobson. Quick kick by Balfour. Inside forward 50. Pepper in the front spot at the back. Handball through Gowers towards Sim direction. He goes to ground. He camps on it. Now two Traralgon jump on him. And the umpire says, my ball, no prior opportunity. And we'll have a ball up. Things just starting to heat up, as you'd expect. The big moments, all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club this afternoon. Again, the ball up. Out the back with the numbers for the Maroons. Although they leave it behind. Jacob Wood quickly goes straight up and down in a mine shaft. Going to come back down where Connor Ambler has it. Nearly got ran down from Jacob Wood. The kick, outlet kick's not good enough. And it's going to land in the hands of Maslin. And he's right on the 50. The man on the mark's about 45. Breeze coming from right to left, kicking towards the city end of the ground.
That breeze has really dropped off. Look at those flags then too, Scud.
Yep, Ben Maslin fancies himself from this distance. And this is the right time to have a shot as the breeze just sort of calms from 50 metres on its way. Not going to make the distance. Top of the square it is. No one can mark. Good contest by the ruckman in Jacobson. There'll be a stoppage 15 metres out from goal.
So, right where Moe wanted as well. Top of the goal square. Another stoppage inside. It's Jacobson and Prowse. One there by Jacobson. Handball couldn't come anywhere through with Hourigan. He was wrapped up again. We find ourselves, haven't really moved that far from where we are. And when that breeze just dropped off then too, Maslin had a good chance to really put it to the sword, but he couldn't do it. Jacobson this time wins the tap. Picked off there by Hourigan. His kick was a real quick out there looking for Hamilton. Punched over the back then by young Ambler. And then wins it off to Neoculus. Neoculus gives the ball through.
No one forward.
to who's this young fella? Halliburton.
Oh,
got great tackle.
Declan Kelty.
When you've got to stand up.
That's reversed.
Is it reversed?
It should be.
Lucky. Oh, he's lucky.
Jeez, Bergs.
They're very, very lucky.
When big players step up, who steps up? The coach. He steps up with a great tackle.
Halliburton's one of the quickest in the Traralgon side. And he did not flinch, did Kelty?
No.
Meanwhile, the ball goes to the toes of Benny Morrow on the wing area. Couldn't complete it. Wood goes in. Head over the football. There's Jacob Wood as always.
He was going that fast, Scott. I couldn't tell you who it was.
Yep.
Halliburton. So that's my excuse.
He was Hallie Blurton.
He was blurring me.
Ball up. Tom Hamilton puts it straight down Blazer's throat though. His quick kick goes high towards the top of the 50. Lopez with a big spoil. Free kick though. Will go Harry's Pepper's way. The Moe line supporters, you can hear him now. Pepper decides to play on quickly. Drive it inside to the pocket. Gowers has got to sit out the back. It gets to him. Right foot check side. Against the trend this time again. And Billy Gowers gets his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's probably the first time that Pepper and Gowers have actually combined there. Boys have been very quiet today, so the Traralgon defender's done a great job, but Gowers looked dangerous at the back there. Great kick and nice little finish by Billy.
And we're at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter, and that's back to a 10-point lead in Murray's favour on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Murray 6-2-38, leading Traralgon 4-4-28.
All the hard work.
I was going to say we'll speak about big moments in the game, and I suppose we'll never forget about. We'll keep talking about that big moment by Declan Kilty.
That's thanks to the Millwall Bowling Club, of course. He's a star. Back to the middle we go. Hamilton and Morrow. Hamilton taps it down. Got a free kick because Morrow went at his arms. And Hamilton gives him a shove at the same time. We'll give the handball off to the runner in Jacko McMahon. McMahon will kick towards a one-on-one. Kilty and Eddie gets over to the back. Traponi's got some wheels. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. And the answer from Lucas Traponi is swift, it's fast, and it's quick. Great play by the Maroons.
Started in the middle, boys. Great little free kick there from Hamilton. Got run from behind from half-back by Jackson McMahon. And obviously that kick wasn't a bomb to Brett Eddy. Give him a chance, but great roving by the back there and a good little finish. And back to a 4-point margin in less than a minute. We're at the 16-minute mark now on the third quarter, and the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard has Murray 6-2-38, leading Traralgon 5-4-34.
And Murray were one short because Morrow was busy talking to the umpire, and that gave Hamilton the opportunity to handball and get that run off half-back that we've been talking about for nearly 70 minutes of this game.
As this game gets on, I just sense that the run from the Maroons, they've got some wheels, and it's certainly something they want to employ. But from the middle, Brock Smith, although it's not going to go too far. Dylan Lopez in the middle of the ground, gets wrapped up. He rolls back to that centre half-back spot. Umpire quickly gets us back underway, goes through the legs of Ambler. Seppi was there, took on the tackle. That's a throw. Oh, and Morrow will give away 50. Does he? No, I just thought the high hit on D'Angelo might have caused a 50. And Connor Ambler has it in the middle of the ground. It's starting to get a little bit willing. Ambler's kick is high and long, out to some open space. Eddie might get there. Couldn't take the chest mark. Kimberley gave a quick handball in the Oakleys. Tate Marsh lowers the eyes over the top. Hamilton, can he get there? Not quite. Turns one way. Inside Biffin. Keeps it in the field of play. No boundary umpire.
Spoilt the party.
We're about to blow the lid off.
A little bit of momentum coming Traralgon's way here, boys. Bit of run from behind. Run and carry.
Boundary throw in 18 minutes. Third quarter for McDonald's is starting to light up. Here's Nick Lacino.
And it's Morrow and Jacobson. Jacobson actually grabs it out of the ruck. Quick handball to Ambler. His kick was smothered. Danaher, he weighs it up. Great little sidestep. Gets a long kick in down the far wing. Just bombs it out of the danger area. No one in particular. Two Traralgon players there. The umpire's found a free kick. It was 3v1. And Trent Baldy wins the free kick. The umpire's called holding the man. So a lucky little free kick then for the Lions. He has nowhere to go. Handball comes back.
Oh, here we go.
Handball comes back to Haywood.
This is good.
So pressure's been fantastic from Scoldies. Kimberley's there. The ball still fickles around a little bit there as well. Ball gets out of their danger zone. Balfour couldn't mark. And it's out of bounds as well. A real try and free kick then too, wasn't it?
When you got nothing on, boys, it's just got to be long down the line, especially when you're going against the Breeze. You can't be mucking around with the ball too much at half-back.
Third quarter first semi-final action, all thanks to McDonald's. Juicy Aussie Angus, sizzling bacon, smoky barbecue sauce, bacon, barbecue Angus, only at Macca's. Ball back into the field of play. It's going to go the way of Collison. Inside forward 50. It's a mongrel punt. It might just work. Here's Traponi again. It sits from the boundary line. Top of the square. Not going to go through. Moe got some numbers back. Hamilton's going to close. So's Halliburton. They're under pressure. Here's Josh Hamilton. Turns around, lowers the eyes. Finds the ruckman. Max Jacobson. Composure from the young Maroons is impressive. Gives a handball off to D'Angelo. And D'Angelo! Yabba-dabba-da! The Maroons are in front. Look out. Here they come.
The momentum's on here, boys. Obviously a pretty bad fumble there in the back pocket there from Haywood, who created the turnover and a nice little touch into the middle there. And big ruckman, you've always got to try and man up when the ruckman off. Nice little handball and a great finish.
Traralgon hit the front at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter. They are 2 points ahead of Moe on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Traralgon 6-4-40, Moe 6-2-38.
Some of the credit's got to go to the young brigade here. Halliburton and Tripodi, the last 5 minutes, their pace inside their forward 50 has been tremendous.
And maybe the message that just got out there to lower the eyes and find the targets, find the marks. How many marks this quarter, Paul? Are we taking the mark?
Only a few. It's only a few at the moment.
Traralgon have got how many?
Just the 3, and they're all inside 50s.
All right, that will do. We've got a ball up in the middle of the ground. They go at it again. Hamilton and Morrow. Morrow tapped it down to Danaher. There's a whistle off the play. It's going Traralgon's way. Hamilton has it in the middle of the ground. Inside forward 50. Josh Hamilton can take the contested mark in front of Biffin. He's right on 50, the man on the mark. Lowers the eyes to Ambler. Gets over the back. Here's Eddie. Gives a Hamilton to D'Angelo. Kick around the body. Jacobson is going to get there. Billy Schilling puts it through. The Maroons have got 4 goals in the quarter to 1. Here they come. The underdogs.
I think it's been 4 straight centre clearances here, lads. Right on top, Moe need to get their hands on the ball and get a clearance and try and slow this game down.
8-point lead to Moe now at the 21-minute mark of the third quarter, and McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Traralgon 7-4-46, leading Moe 6-2-38.
So Moe have done exactly what I thought they would do now. Morrow had to come out of the middle. He's just given away a couple of free kicks, and he's questioned each free kick every time. So they're a player short every time the free kick's won. So, you know, they've just made the move now. They've brought Prowse into the middle, and it's Prowse and Hamilton who'll take this contest here. It's game on here.
21.5 minutes, Boxer.
Yep. And it's Hamilton this time again. He's been an absolute jet this quarter. And a free kick could have nearly been there as well, while some Traralgon players and his teammates come around to remonstrate.
What sort of lead do they need? It's a little bit of a breeze. How much do they need, Bergs?
Oh, look, 2 to 3 goals would be game.
Okay, yep, 12, 18 odd points.
Yeah, make them think about it as well. Riley Baldy gets a quick kick out. Jackson McMahon's there for Traralgon. He couldn't pick it off. Nick Prowse is there. His handball out wide looking for Ben Danaher. No, it's actually not Ben Danaher. It's Maslin. Maslin's ball inside 50 looking for Gower. Punched away then by Membry. Picked off there by Jacob Wood. His left foot snapshot goal. Could be there. The street Traralgon players there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Gowers picks it up. The only Moe player there gets the handball out to Pepper. He's been tackled there as well. Wood backs his follow. His kicks up now. And tackled. They're gang tackled there too by the Maroons as well.
There's a dust on, all right, down in the goal square.
And they're really remonstrating here. It's Gowers as well, and right in the middle of it as well.
Don't worry, Traralgon got the free kick. They played on.
Tate Marsh kicks the ball out in the ground, picked up there by Ambler, who found Prowse flat-footed. Brings the ball back out to Collison. He kicks it up and under, out in the far wing here, where it's Mulqueen and Schilling. Great pick up there by the big ruckman in Jacobson. Handball off then to Ambler. His little kick to Tate Marsh. They are on here, the Maroons. Handball over the top into Ambler. His little kick in looking for Eddie. And he found it! On the chest. The movement by the Maroons from their half-back line was absolutely perfect. A little bit of undisciplined act down the back line there by the Lions. Finds the ball in Eddie's hands now.
This is a massive moment of the game for the Moore Bowling Cup right here, right now, Boxer.
Huge. Can now Brett Eddy, who is now shooting for his 4th of the afternoon. The real big one, like Burke said. Give him a 3 or 4 goal lead at 3/4 time. Comes in, head over the ball, a beautiful looking kick. The wind's not going to do its job.
No.
The wind didn't do its job. They tried to urge it over.
Gee,
it looked like a goal from here.
The Maroon supporters went up like we did.
Looked in from here.
We've got the perfect spot as well.
Just quickly, boys, the ball movement from back to forward. They're getting run from behind. It's such a different team from the first half.
Traralgon leading by 9 points at the 24-minute mark of the third quarter on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
So Van Dyke has it in his defensive goal square, rolls to the near side. Will kick towards Prowse. Chris, although in the front spot, Dylan Lopez takes the mark. 24 minutes gone. Third quarter for McDonald's. Lopez, Jacobson leads. He's going to kick it over his head. Schilling's out the back. Kelty, though. They're the ones you can't just bomb in. And Declan Kelty takes the defensive mark, comes back to the near side again. Repeat, Lopez and Prowse. Hurrigan's there. We'll get a handball to Marsh. Marsh's quick kick. It will work out. Here's Tripodi. Chips to the top of the square. Going back with a flight. Can they get a contest? No, Luke Mulqueen takes a nice defensive mark. Will save the day for the Lions. They trail by 9. We seem to think they need at least another one before 3/4 time. They square the kick out wide. to Van Dyke. Hayward it was, who kicks out wide. Riley Bordy dropped the mark. In the end, D'Angelo swoops on it, gives it to Jacko McMahon. Lower the eyes, Jacko.
Oh.
He goes to Josh Hamilton! And he can take the mark 30 metres out. He's had a couple of these today. And Josh Hamilton hasn't got one yet, but he's had a couple of Sidersbergs. He's nervous.
They must have heard you yell out the window to lower your eyes to actually get the target.
They must have.
Totally different team.
So Josh Hamilton.
It's a big kick.
Cometh the moment for the youngster. Some great talent in this Maroon side of the young kids. But he must put this through under enormous pressure, Josh Hamilton. He loves it off the boot. He's had a couple of siders, and he said, I don't care about the two misses. I'm going to put this one through and to get it to a nice 15-point margin.
Yeah, look, good ball movement again, boys. Inside 50 to lower the eyes, put it out in front of someone, and then that was good lead up by Hamilton. Great hands and a great finish. 15-point
lead to Traralgon. Played 26 minutes of the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard has Traralgon 8-5-53, Moe 6-2-38.
So that's 4 in a row now. 4 in a row now for the Maroons as well. The real build-up and that momentum as well. And like Berg said, we were in perfect position here for that kick in by Jacko McMahon. Just a beautiful skill set. So Jacobson and Prowse. Jacobson, I will give that one to Prowse. Ball comes to ground. It's Blazer and Schneider, the two Bulldogs of both these sides here. Bring the ball to ground. Umpire doesn't waste any time again. Jacobson, Prowse. Jacobson again wrapped up again there as Blazer. And we've got another ball up. She's that momentum build now by the Maroons. And it's just working their way with Jacobson, Blazer. Ball's going to come to ground again. We'll give the umpire another workout and give me one more chance out at Scudman, because we'll get it out of here right now. Jacobson gets the tap out of the back to advantage too. Picked up there by Tripodi. No, it's Neoculus. And now it's all yours, Scud, because I can't get it out of here.
27 minutes gone, third quarter for McDonald's. The Maroons have been huge. They trailed by 11 at half-time. They've got it out to 15 points now. And we think they're kicking with a slight breeze. All the goals have been kicked to the netball court end of the ground. So Moe will come home with a bit of a breeze, but they win this free kick in the middle of the ground. Can they get one? Big Prowse has it. He's going to go lateral out wide towards Maslin. He can chip it over the top. He's got Riley Baldy. He'll play on. The right footer delivers to the full forwards of Pepper, but Hurrigan with a big fist will come in as the second man up and spoil it over the boundary line.
So we see it now in reverse, don't we, now too? Hurrigan's playing that second, third man up, really making it hard for Gowers and Prowse.
So boundary throw in, 28 minutes gone. Moe need one before the three-quarter time siren. Big fist out. Gains a good 15 metres, but Danaher was there to give it back. Now to Maslin. Inboard kick as a scrubber. It's going to work out. Blazer's going to have a flying shot at goal. He's put it to the goal line. Pepper back with a flight. Can't get it. Can't keep it in either. And decided to kick a miraculous point. It didn't matter, though, because we've got a boundary throw in. And the crowd just hold things at the 28-minute mark of the third quarter. It's the Maroons leading by 15 points. And the big moment's all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. Boundary umpire will get us back underway. Back in. Oh, Jacobson, it's a big throw in. At ground level, nicely done. This time by Snyder, will kick around the body. And the interference against Hamilton, no, said the umpire. Prowse will take it, put it back in. Gowles will come out and take the contested mark.
The umpire got in the way of Hamilton there.
So Gowles will have a shot.
So when the umpire impedes, it's still play on.
Yep. Tight angle, Billy Gowers. 29. They're calling about watch the play on from Billy Gowers. 29 minutes have ticked over.
I couldn't imagine him playing on here.
No. From the pocket, in front of the Moe supporters. The faithful have come thick and strong today for the first semi-final. As Gowers comes in, right foot kick is on its way. It's across the face and hits the upright at the 29.5-minute mark of the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Moe 6-3-39, trailing Traralgon 8-5-53.
McMahon for Traralgon, just in the dying minutes of this third quarter.
Long and wide.
He has to go long and wide and defend here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Finds the ball, kicks it long, far on the far side of this ground here as well. Ball comes to a dispute, picked off there by Maslin. Maslin's kick inside 50. Woods there for Moe and Lopez. Picked up there by Ambler. Handball at the back to McMahon. McMahon's to Schneider. Schneider's quick kick in here. Goes to Halliburton and he's gone. The wheels are on. He turns him 1, then 2. And he's going to go for a 3rd and a 4th. He's not going to get him. He's going to go for a goal here. This will be an unbelievable goal, but the coach is there.
Can't be touched.
It can't be touched. It's either a goal.
Did they call a double grab?
No, it was a full grab. Yeah, the umpire has to come in here and talk to the goal umpire.
Siren must have gone.
So the siren has sounded.
But he's called a point. Now, hang on.
This will be very interesting.
One or the other.
No, the umpire's not even going to talk to him.
So the umpire's called it a point. Siren has sounded. Did the point count? We're saying it counted. Yep, they've waved the flags. Siren's gone. Point has count. And it is 15-point margin at three-quarter time. After all the excitement, the siren sounded. We didn't even hear it. It is Traralgon leading 8-6-54. Leading Moe 6-3-39. We have got an absolute cracker on our hands here at the Maffra Showgrounds. We have a quarter to go. You don't want to miss this one. It's first semi-final day. The loser goes home. And it's going to be an absolute beauty final quarter. It's Gippsland Live on TRFM, and it's thanks to Harvey Norman Computers. Welcome back to the Maffra Showgrounds, and what a game of football we have in store for you now. With a quarter to go, the Maroons lead it by 15 points, 8-6-54, Moe 6-3-39. They kick 5 goals to 1 in the third quarter. Paul Carter's got some key stats for us. Just quickly, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute.
Traralgon certainly took over there, especially in the clearances, 12-8 and 5-1 centre clearances went Traralgon's way.
Well, final quarter for Harvey Norman Computers is about to get underway. We've got special comments thanks to Carpet Country. Adrian Bergill's with us in a moment. Tap down. Moe get the wriggle on firstly. Handball from Baldy goes to Blazer. Kick around the body. Sim got through his legs. Back there is McMahon. Gives a handball to Jackson McMahon, his brother. And his right foot kick goes to the outer side where Hamilton can fly. And a spoil from Pratt. We'll keep it in the field of play. Halliburton's there. Pratt dives on the football. And somehow they let it go for a little bit, the umpires. Dunbar comes in to help as well. Now the umpire says, let's ball it up. Boys, we have got a cracking final quarter installed. Bergs?
Looks like they've put Prowse down deep. One out here, boys. I reckon that's where they're going to try and access the goals.
Who's on Prowse at the moment, Bergs?
Hurrigan's on him.
Key matchup, is it? Yep. It is Ty Hurrigan. And that's what you'd want.
Dill Lopez is on his own.
He's playing the loose man, is he, at the moment, Boxer?
It looks like it is at the minute.
Well, we've still got a stoppage on the outer side. Somehow Snyder got ball to boot, but they got one back. Here's their loose man. It's Van Dyke. He'll just blaze away. Lopez, this is in the spot for him, and he can take the mark. So Moe don't want to get into the trap that Traralgon have done in the early part of the game, Bergs, with blazing kicks away like that.
Lower the eyes, trying to hit some targets here.
Lopez kicks to the wing. A big spoil from Prowse. Front and square there was Seppi. Left foot kick. It goes inside forward 50. Prowse goes 1-2 hands. Oh, had a good piece of it. Oh. He's been paid. He's been paid the mark. Right on 45. We'll have to kick it all of 50, will Nick Prowse. He's got 3 this afternoon. Will he be the difference for this Lion side? He's looked dangerous all afternoon. He's got Ty Hurrig on him. You didn't like the decision, Boxer?
No, I didn't. And I didn't think he had full control either. Anyway, I'm not the one that's out there.
So 2 minutes into the final quarter. Prowse will kick it from 50 metres out with a breeze and gets a wobbly one, but it doesn't matter. It's gone 60. And that's a little bit of fight for the Lions to get the first one in the final quarter, exactly what they wanted.
Very, very important goal for get the first one, try and get some momentum, but it obviously started at half-back Scott Van Dyke. Great mark down back, obviously moved the ball forward there, and I'm not sure about the mark with U-Box, but umpire paid it, and a nice kick and a nice finish.
And that is Nick Prowse's fourth goal for Moe, and it takes them to 7-3-45 on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. They're 9 points in arrears of Traralgon, who are on 8-6-54.
Just big moments like that, in a final, 2 minutes in. So anyway, Prowse, Hamilton gets the tap down, picked off there by Riley Border. He's kick inside 50 again for the Lions. This time he picked up by Scaldies, and he's read it beautifully. And marked on his chest in front of Pepper. He's got time to go on his left foot, gets that ball out wide to Tom McMahon. He couldn't mark. He's still got plenty of time. He's got support there by Connor Little. Gowers is really not far behind him. His little kick there by Little. He's picked off. Wasn't a great kick. Baldy finds Jacob Wood on his own.
Pepper's
on as well. Jackson McMahon gets back to cover that. Plays on. Looking out wide for Prowse. Why wouldn't you? Prowse is there. Picks off like a little rover. He's got a little bit to go around. Jeez, he shows a little bit of step. Great tackle though. Great tackle by Jackson McMahon. Hurricanes there. Wraps up Pepper. We've got a ball up.
Pepper needed to lead up at him. He had all the space. He wanted it long, and Hurricane go over the top.
Yeah. Just those really hot moments in finals that you just don't think about what to do. And it's Prowse and Hamilton. Hamilton gets a tap down, looking for Collison. He couldn't pick it off. And it's Baldy who's wrapped up there by Collison. We've got a throw in or a ball up. And I think we've got a ball up right in a forward pocket boundary line in the Lions forward line. Prowse. Tap down to Blazer. It could have been taken high. The umpire was right there, and he's picked it. So Blazer finds himself with a free kick. Deep pocket. Probably not a tough pocket from there, Bergs.
Yeah, very smart by Blazer to put the stuck the head in the umpire right there. So, look, he's going to probably run around and probably bring it back. Tough one.
He's had a good afternoon all afternoon, Scudman.
He certainly has. A veteran from the Moe Lions, James Blazer. Plays on, gets back into the field of play. Look at that for a Zambrero. Goal of the day. And you don't see too much emotion out of James Blazer, but he just gives a little soft fist pump and says we're back in this game because that's 2 in a row.
If you want one bloke with the ball in his hands for a kick around the corner, it's James Blazer. What a super finish. Looked like a bit of momentum to Moe here. They got some clearances and they've had the ball inside 50 majority of the quarter.
Yeah, they've had all three inside 50 so far, Adrian, and it's now a 3-point margin in Traralgon's favour at the 4-minute mark of the final quarter. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard has Traralgon 8-6-54, Moe now 8-3-51.
Well, you knew they were going to come. You knew the pressure would come from this Lion side. They trail by 15 at the three-quarter time break, but this time they're going to get it out. They still trail by 3. Goes to centre half forward. Nicely done by Billy Schilling. Inside forward 50. Low burner to Eddie. Strong mark on that occasion. That's a bullet-like pass. No one's stopping that, Bergs.
No, that's a beautiful kick. Just out in front of Eddie. That's why he won the league goal kick. You need to give him a chance. He doesn't drop too many.
You know why too, though? Traralgon's momentum when they run forward of the ball, like they did in that third quarter, is why they got in front. And they just did it then. Collison played on immediately to D'Angelo and found the ball in the hands of Eddie. That's how you do it.
Brett Eddie is a thumping kick. This breeze is going to be tough for him, though. He's going to start at the right goalpost. We've got an absolute cracking view of it here. Right on TRFM as Eddie comes in, right foot kick, the wind's going to take it to the left. It's not going to make the distance in the end. It does just get a fingertip on it, goes over for a minor score. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard, final quarter.
8-7-55, Traralgon leading Moe by 4 points. They're 8-3-51.
He just ran to the side where he wanted to get a little bit more distance and the ball followed that same way. He ruined that one too at the minute. Van Dyke from Moe brings the ball back in, kicks the ball right to the dead smack middle of the ground here at Mapra. The ball finds itself right in the middle. The run on here is from Jacob Wood, and he's gone. He takes one bounce. There's no one forward of the ball. Only Ty Hourigan of Traralgon and Young. The ball's bounced over Connor Little's head, falls in the hands of Gowers, who was smart enough to get the ball inside to Balfour. That ball was free kick. Umpires found a free kick, dropping the arms. So, albeit if it was there or wasn't there, we've got 2 decisions made inside 50.
Yeah, play on.
The umpire should have just said, A fair contest. Let's play on.
What about blink of an eye from full back down to their full forward?
It's a great kick there too. You just find the middle of the ground. It's his quickest way home. The ball finds himself in the hands of Balfour. So he comes in after a free kick, puts the ball on the boot, straight over the umpire's head. And there's another one for the Lions. That puts them back in front. And we've been playing now 7 minutes in this last quarter, Bergs, and things are starting to shape up for the Lions.
That breeze is definitely strong, boys. You can see with that kick from fullback from Van Dyke, obviously landed nearly in the centre square, so 60, 70, 80 metre kick. Then Moe got on the run and a nice little finish. I'm not sure about the free, but umpire paid it and we move on. And
Moe do move back into the lead. They are 2 points ahead of Traralgon at the 7-minute mark of the final quarter. The Harvey Norman computer scoreboard showing Moe 9-357, leading Traralgon 8-755.
It's still man on man, Scud.
There's 7 though, is it?
Yeah, there is 7.
Yeah, so they've matched them man on man. 7 forward, 7 backs for the Lions and the Maroons defenders. As they've taken the lead, the Lions back to a 2 points.
Do you roll the dice here, Scud? Put Lopez to Prowse, get Hourigan up the ground a little bit.
Well, you'll see how you got to get something. You got to now get back in front and win the game. Quick kick was smothered by Danaher. Lands in the hands of Trent Baldy. He kicks to half forward. Scolters is there. Gives a handball back to a teammate in Jacko McMahon. Underground kick towards Tripodi off his toes. Over for a boundary throw in right in front of the Traralgon coaching staff.
So Membry's gone to Harry Pepper. Scoldy's just dropped off there. He's done a great job so far, Scoldy's, but now they've gone with Membry.
So boundary throw in. Maybe Scolters is the one they want to get up the ground for some run. Prowse took the ball and then took on the tackler. Traralgon fans want holding the ball. Moe fans said not a chance. And the umpire was somewhere in between. We'll have a ball up. They take their time getting up. 8.5 minutes gone. Final quarter, first semi-final action from Mafra. Right here on TRFM, it is Gippsland Live. It's great to have your company. It's a thriller. And the Traralgon side need to find a way to get back in front. The Lions have worked hard. They've kicked the opening 3 goals of the quarter. So ball up again. Jacobson and Prowse. Prowse taps it down. McMahon will run under this one to get one over the shoulder. No free kick was paid. Everyone stopped. It's still play on. No whistle's gone. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's been paid. It's been paid.
Non-officiating, was it? Okay.
Yep.
Thank goodness for that.
She was blindsided.
I've lost the other umpire. Where's he gone?
Yeah,
okay. Big kick by McMahon towards the wing area. Big pack will form. No one can mark. Dunbar causes it. Tried to crash through. Somehow got a handball to Jacobson. Good run by D'Angelo's. Got one on the outside in McMahon. And he's got another one. Tommy took his eyes off the ball. Just caused a little moment like that. And all of a sudden, the Lions are away. Belford gets it to Blazer, who got it to Biffin. And Biffin will kick. His kick smothered though. It's still going to go inside forward 50 because Smith gave it to Sim. He can give it to Van Dyke, and Van Dyke will chip to a dangerous spot. Prowse is there. Membry spoils. Front and square was Wood though. Steps around. Lopez still got a handball away. The Maroons defence stands tall as Little checks his kick.
He's picked off there now too. Oh, it's a free kick that the umpire's paid it. She has. Oh, we went to play on there too. Is it Scotty Van Dyke?
Yep.
Gets the ball back and his kick wasn't great. Trent Baldy was there to intercept it anyway. His long kick looking for Pepper and he's in a great position. And it was a bit of a lull in the game there as well, where there's a little bit happening off the ball again with Lopez and Gowers, but Pepper was in a perfect position then too. A lot of cognitive errors then too. That big moment down here when the Maroons had all full momentum.
Tommy McMahon just taking
a little fumble. Tate Marshall's on, where Pepper goes around the corner on the left foot. Oh, and there's a goal to the Lions. And there's another one, end on end on end. So they're fourth for the quarter. We've been playing 10 minutes now. And it's a nice little handy lead now, Bergs.
As you said, boys, that fumble at half forward, they were open and they were out and he had time. A little fumble, turnover. Moe got the run from behind, and even just the matchup of Membry on Harry Pepper. I think Scotty's done a great job. He just was all over that Pepper.
It's an 8-point lead to Moe at the 11-minute mark of the final quarter. The Harvey Norman computer scoreboard has Moe 10-363, leading Traralgon 8-7-55.
It's going to take something special for the Maroons to fight back here. The Lions are in full control. And they want another crack at Leongatha, who wait in the prelim final. Baldy gave it to Prowse. And Chris goes in towards the forward line. Big spoil by Lopez. Here's Pepper again on Membry. Gets around him. And he gets swings and round and ran down. Tripodi was good. He got his kick away. Dunbar handballs into open space. Baldy's there. Trent gave it to Harry Sim. Sold some candy. And Harry Sim
Oh, he's paid a throw. He's paid a throw. Umpire's paid a throw.
So no score. It's a throwback towards Snyder. A let-off for the Maroons. They give a quick handle to Membry, who chips the kick out to Jacko McMahon. Marks under pressure. 12 minutes gone. Margin sits at 8 points in front of Moe. McMahon has it at half-back.
Hasn't got a lot to go to either here. Lions have really closed it up. Kicks down the line, hugs the boundary line as well. Jacobson's there. Could have taken it on the chest and he didn't. Gets the ball back out to Snyder. Snyder over the top to Ambler. Looking for Collison. His handball was intercepted just enough there to get the spoil. Picked up there by Blazer. He turns onto his left, looking inside for Gowers. It was a great little contest there with Connor Little.
Paid it.
And it's a free kick. And it goes to Connor Little for holding the man and against Gowers. They need to make something of this one now. Little goes inside to Neoculus, who marks, still in his defensive 50. Goes sideways to Little again. He's just stops and props, just waits for the cavalry to arrive. There's not much there because it's been really shut down well by the Lions. He'll go down the line, gains a few yards, kicks long. Actually hit off the ball there by Wood as well. Could have been a free kick, and it's marked there by Trent Baldy. And a great mark there as well.
Long high kicks haven't worked
kick
all day.
Haven't worked. Ball goes inside and it's Membry. Taken on. Huey Pepper over top was Gowers. He couldn't mark. The ball comes to ground. Balfour out to Riley Baldy to Biffin. Biffin has to overrun. Gets it still got enough to get a handball out. Lopez intercepts. There with Membry to help with the support. Nothing there. Sculties wraps up Blazer. And we've got another ball up right inside 50 for the Lions in the danger zone for the Maroons, Scud.
We look very, very dangerous here, boys.
8 points they lead by the Lions, kicking with a breeze. They've kicked the opening 4 goals of the quarter to regain the lead. It's inside their forward 50. Gowers shuffles a handball back to Biffin. Biffin, right foot kick from a standing start. Top of the square, 2-on-1. Traralgon's there. They get a fist on. It goes to the last line. Dunbar's there. Can they run it out? Gives a handball to Tate Marsh. Wheels around. Right foot kicks. Got to find Neoculus. Jacob Wood with a diving fist. Thumps it over the boundary line. We'll get a stoppage 60 metres out.
The only way Traralgon can score is run the ball. They need to get forward of the ball and actually take some marks, hit some targets.
Yep, they need just the link-up type of run, don't they? The overlap handballs. And there's a free kick. No, the umpire says, let's do it again. Let's throw the ball back in. 14 minutes gone, final quarter.
Brett Eddie off for a quick spell, boys. Probably wouldn't want it to be too long.
Exactly right. 14 minutes gone. He's side trails by 8 points. Ball comes back in. Jacobson taps it down to Snyder. Over the top to Collison. Little kick from Collison. Gets to Billy Schilling. Gives a handball back to Ambler. Just a little fumble as well. Neoculus gave it to Snyder. They try to run forward with the hands and a free kick will be paid. It's going to go Louis D'Angelo's way. They're on the far wing area. All the numbers rush back. They've got to hold on to it. He goes short to Snyder. We'll give it back to D'Angelo. His little kick to centre half forward. In the front spot, Kimberley got held. Wins the free kick. He's 45 metres out. He's too far out to score, I think.
And no Eddie either. They've only got Schilling. It's 2-on-1.
So Collison goes out to the fat side. Schilling is there. 2-on-1. And Declan Kelty takes the mark.
Got to get him back on, boys.
Yep. Kelty relieves the pressure and gets it to Tyson Biffin.
Biffin just in his defensive back pocket here, goes in short, looking for really Harry Sim, but he had 2 to beat. Scoldies was good, gets the ball to ground. There for
free
Haywood.
kick.
Haywood wins the free kick. Or is it Belfer?
Belfer.
It is Belfer. Wins the free kick for Moe. Luckily, by some of the Traralgon supporters, gets it inside to Biffin. Biffin goes long again.
Oh, this is going to work out okay.
Down, it will. Oh. And it's Mara who's in the middle of the ground, marks it on his chest, plays on to Wood.
Pepper.
Wood kicks it long, looking for Pepper, 1-on-1 with Lou Press. Gets the run and jump, couldn't mark, comes to ground. Blazer for his second of the quarter, and there it is!
No.
There it is!
Touched.
Oh, you made me do a put my valve there, boys, for no reason.
10-4, 64 Murray on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. It's a 9-point lead over Traralgon, or 8-7-55.
Connor Little plays on out of full back, but just kicks out and hoping. And Seppi gives away the free kick to Snyder. They've got to get a move on quickly. They play on by hand to Jacko McMahon. Drives it down to the wing area. They've got to sit the Lions. Brock Smith will take the mark.
Yep.
And Berg's called it.
That long kick, boys, you've got to lower your eyes. You can't be just bombing the ball. Moe, you're going to sit up behind the ball.
Yep.
It's a poor kick.
50-metre penalty will be paid against Brett Eddy. They had to get him back on. He wanted to have an impact, but that's not what he had in mind.
And this is what they'll do now. They will set up behind the ball now, Moe, make it really hard, knowing that Traralgon is trying to bomb it to get it out.
They lead by 9 points. Brock Smith has it 60 metres out from goal. Thumps it to the top of the square. 1-on-1, Prowse and Hourigan. Hourigan with a big spoil. Towards the boundary it goes. We'll get a boundary throw in. Inside 50s, Paul.
11-2 Moe's way.
Yeah, and they've got to get at least, they've got to triple that to have a chance of winning. So they trail by 9 points at the moment. They just can't seem to get it past the centre of the ground. The Lions have been great. The comeback's been enormous. Tap down. Gowers tried to hit it at pace. He had a couple of goes at it. Now a third go. Left foot snap around the body for the sealer. If you don't mind, it just pushes away. And it's for a minor score.
10-5, 65. Moe leading Traralgon by 10 points. They're 8-7-55. That's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
McMahon's got the duties again. Has all day. Kicking out from full back. He just has to reassess here. But all he can see is players clogging up the half back line there. It's a long kick looking for Hamilton. He takes 1, 2, 3, grabs it. The umpire says play on. Could have been played to mark, but he's still good enough to keep balance. Get a great kick out to his brother.
We've got no one forward. No one forward.
He needs to play momentum here. That should have been nearly 50, the crowd is telling us. Plays on immediately to Collison. He marks. Just holds it up. This could have been 50. The umpire says no, play on. Handball wasn't great out to Hamilton. He just takes it half-hearted at the moment, and that's all I could call it, because he didn't have a lot of enthusiasm trying to win that ball.
Just a couple of bad turnovers and half forward there, boys. You hit a target there, you're away, you're inside 50. You got Eddie down there.
And that's twice, isn't it? That, especially around those half-forward areas as well.
And he's done a pair of work. Again, he was tired as well.
Yep.
Morrow, Hamilton. Hamilton gets it down, looking for Schneider. His ball was intercepted, picked off there by Collison. His handball doesn't go anywhere. The umpire pays, holds
Great
the
tackle.
ball. Yep. Riley Baldy.
He's played well.
He has played very well. It's been a great contest between him and D'Angelo all afternoon.
Riley
plays
Baldy
on.
Touches.
It's 4 clearances this quarter, but that's 22 touches.
Ball comes inside 50, picked off there by Hourigan. Great work then too. Needs to take a bounce pretty quickly here. He does. Takes his steps as well. Nice little kick in there, really, to no one in particular.
No
Goes
one at
over
all.
the back. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Moe players. It's actually worked out for him as well. He kicks the ball backwards. He loses yards, but doesn't matter. Goes to Kilty. He plays on immediately, goes out wide, and finds Trent Baldy. So Trent Baldy's going to hold it up here, knowing that the clock's going to be his friend for a little while here. Goes back inside, and he finds Haywood. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Brock Smith, or is it Scotty Van Dyke? It was Scotty Van Dyke.
Third go.
Why not?
Found Seppi. He goes out wide.
It's getting dark.
And finds Trent Baldy. It's in beautiful sunshine here at Mappa Rec Reserve. As the kick goes down the line, Hourigan takes a mark. He wants to play on, he does. He quickly finds the kick to Louis D'Angelo. Inboard towards Billy Schilling. He can mark. Got to move it quickly, but keep it nice in your possession. As Schilling, an upside down punt's going to be turned over again.
Oh, we got numbers back.
Mulqueen is the one who takes the mark. They've been super in this final quarter. 4 goals to none. They trail by 15 points. We thought it might have been enough, but it wasn't. As the Moe Lions lead it by 10 points now. That kick goes down the line. Nicely done to Prowse. And Nick takes the grab.
Belong to Gowers, surely.
On the wing. Gowers is in a 1-on-1 at the moment. Hourigan's getting back there now. So they eventually kick it towards the Gowers direction. Hourigan will roll back to make it a 2-on-1. Although he just got underneath that one, and Connor Little was able to spoil it over for a boundary throw in. 20 minutes gone. Lee and Gather sit there in the prelim final. The winner will face them next week at Sale. And early predictions of a weather, we might have a heat wave. 28 degrees they're tipping.
28.
Will it be the Lions? They currently hold sway by 10 points. Boundary throwing. Kimberley was there, wrapped up by Trent Baldy. We've got a stoppage.
Just can't get any movement off stoppages here, Traralgon.
And that's the thing, they need that real momentum swing here. It's just a couple of errors that have really cost them as well. And it's Hamilton. Hamilton gets the tap down, picked off there by Ben Danaher. His handball out there, picked off by Kimberley as well. And we'll have another ball up. Just really soaking up the clock here at the moment, the Lions. They've got a few numbers behind the ball. It's really making it hard for Traralgon. Tap down by Hamilton again. But we're going to find ourselves with another ball up here. We need to have a real clearing punch, don't we, Bergs?
Had a few ball ups today, boys.
Have we? What? I was dreaming about a ball up when we go home. I'll give you the tip. All right, we'll step down by Morrow. Morrow, guess what? We'll do something different here. We'll ball it up again. And Scud, one more chance at it. We normally find a free kick after about the 5th or 6th in a row. See if we can find one here. It's all 1-on-1 at the minute. Mafra Reserve played 21 and a half minutes. Hamilton gets it down. Schneider overruns the ball. Ball comes out. Balfour in front. Gave it to Rolly Baldy. He goes inside 50. Takes it long. This could be the sealer. And it is. There's a goal. A great goal from a stoppage. A great finish there by Rolly Baldy. And you would think now, after that 5th goal for the quarter, that'll be it now for the Maroons.
He's battled really, really hard, Riley Baldy. It's to get tagged all day and work and get scragged all day, but he's been really clean with his hands. Great movement from the stoppage, and what a super finish from 45 on the run.
And Murray now out to a 16-point lead. We're 22 minutes into the final quarter. Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard, Murray 11-5-71, Traralgon 8-7-55.
Well, absolutely all class from the midfielder from Murray. Riley Baldy's been great. He's had D'Angelo in his hip pocket most of the day. He's finished with a goal, and they're going to go again. No, there'll be a free kick in the middle. Hamilton hurt himself as well, but Colo will take the free kick. So Mark Collison in the middle of the Mafra showgrounds. Has a look up. Chips it over the top where Schneider has it. Took on the tackler of Seppi. 1-2 D'Angelo. Gets it back. Gives it back to D'Angelo. Sold some candy. Goes out to the fat side. Billy Schilling's out there in front of Van Dyke. And he can take the mark. Right on 50 metres. He'll have to kick this into a bit of a breeze. Rolls around. Tries to get the extra distance. Helicopter type of drop punt. Gets to the back. It was touched. And it's through for a minor score on the Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard at the 23-minute mark. Paul Carter.
11-5-71 Murray. Traralgon now up to 8-8-56.
It's like Hamilton's got it in the shin. He's come off in that ruck contest. We just hope, normally in ruck contests, PCLs are the ones that can do the damage. Hopefully he's okay.
Battled hard all day.
On his shin. Let's hope.
He is a warrior. He is absolute. For a young kid that's coming through the competition, he is going to be an absolute star. And his brother goes all right as well. There's a couple more to come too.
There is.
The Hamiltons, they've got plenty of them. And we've got a boundary throw in and a free kick against Traralgon there. Jacobson against the ruck duties. We'll give it to the big ruckman in Chris Prowse. At half-back flank, 23 and three-quarter minutes gone. They've got it out to a 15-point margin. It's a 30-point turnaround in this final quarter. They have absolutely been dominant in the final quarter here of the first semi-final of the Lions. They chip it over the top now.
I need a man up.
Yep, Danaher got it to Biffin. And Biffin will just take his time. Looks to go down the line. Prowse will be a target down there. Lopez will come back into it with Jacobson. Gowers tried to take a mark of the year and got nowhere near it, so gave away the free kick.
Hourigan.
And he's been good for the Maroons as Hourigan chips one inboard to Tom McMahon. Had to get called to play on, didn't go the required distance. Lopez goes to centre half back. Joel Scolters is there. He goes backwards by hand to Connor Little. He can roll out of his defensive 50 and have a bounce. Half back flank, high kick. Danaher will come the other direction and crunch! Josh Hamilton. And they'll quickly play the advantage. Ambler got it out to some open space. Sam Halliburton's got some company. There's three Lions defenders. They eventually get it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Hamilton boys have been in the walls all day. They've battled really hard.
Josh pops up, runs away with, looks like one leg. He's still out there, though.
He sure is. Boundary throw-in. Jacobson takes it over, taps it over the back. Intercepted there by Hourigan. He finds himself up the ground. Jacko McMahon with a quick kick inside 50, but it's been picked off by Biffin of Moe. He's had a good afternoon too, Biffin down back. And he's just been a really good, solid backman all afternoon. Kicks the ball down the line, looking for Prowse. And Gowers flies as well. Couldn't mark. Jacobson gets the crumbs. Handballs out to Collison. Collison back to Hourigan. Hourigan runs around, kicks the ball inside 50. No one there. Renitz is there for Moe and he marks unopposed inside his defensive 50. And it's just about done. 25 minutes, nearly 26 being played in the last quarter. And it's a 15-point lead to the Lions. Handball out by Balfour, over the top by Maslin to Gowers. He just has the ball to sit up, and it does. He taps it in front of him, makes it a little bit harder for himself, shrugs off Scoldies, kicks the ball inside 50, looking for Prowse. Lopez is in front. Ball comes out of the back. Prowse slips over. The big boy picked up there by Lopez. Handballs to Jacko McMahon. He runs it off. Gets it out of his defensive 50. Has no one to really kick to. Kicks it down through the middle of the ground. Schneider's got three to beat. And the one there for there is Danaher. He plays on, kicks the ball inside, and it's Sim who marks from Moe. He plays on to Baldy. Baldy for his second of the quarter and two in a row. And he just pulls it left.
Harry probably should have took the whole 30 seconds there and just settled down a little bit, but I think Baldy was trying to just finish him.
16-point lead to Murray, 11.672 to 8.856. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Well, we had in stall a final last quarter that was about to be a thriller, but Moe have just gone boom and broken it apart. So we've still got 26 minutes have gone, but it is all one-way traffic. The Lions lead it. They get it to centre half back. Another fist forward from Van Dyke. Here's Riley Baldy again, busting through a couple on the left. And hooked it too far.
He's a serious player.
He sure is. We might even be able to chat to him afterwards as well for our Gippsland Live Player of the Day. It's another minor score.
11.773 to 17-point margin now to Traralgon, who are on 8.856.
Lopez attempts to barrel out of full back. Only the fall in the hands of Wood. Moe kicks the ball back inside 50. Pepper couldn't mark, gets the ball to ground. Does his own roving and snaps on his left. And if it wasn't over before, it is now. And Harry Pepper kicks another goal for Moe. They will be their 6th for the quarter, and a huge quarter for them, and now they find themselves and book themselves a spot with Leongatha next week.
Obviously trying to go down the middle and trying to obviously score, but the big barrel from fullback didn't work. Flick up, and just that change of opponent for Harry Pepper. I think he's just got a bit of a spark out of that. And, he's kicked he's kicked 2 in this last quarter.
Yeah.
It's a 23-point margin at the 27-minute mark. The advantage to Moe on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard, 12.779 to 8.856.
Here we go.
Bergs has just given me a little bit of a tap and said that he's tipped them by 24 points. That's 23 points. What will happen? 28 minutes have gone. The Messiah from Mafra, it could just about nail the tip and nail the margin as well. There's a free kick in the middle of the ground. It's going Moe's way as well.
Baldy.
Trent Baldy. Just taking their time now. As a siren sounds, it's a 23-point victory for the Lions. And they get another crack at the Parrots next Saturday afternoon in a prelim final. What a final quarter from Moe, where they kick 6 goals to none. And they absolutely blasted the Maroons off the park, who led at three-quarter time by 15 points. Moe 12.779 have defeated Traralgon 8.856 in a dominant final quarter display. We're going to take a quick break on Gippsland Live on TRFM. We're going to come back with all the post-game. We'll have a chat to the player of the day. And, of course, we'll go through all our Zambrero goals of the day, the big moments. But it was a final quarter. Moe 12.779 defeating Traralgon 8.856. It's Gippsland Live, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
What did that man came up with?